because it's I watched this on the replay. Oh God, Amie, please tell me you have your phone up. I don't have my phone.
I do. It hasn't come up yet.
Okay. Because now it's really weird when I got to go back and like check things. I see 39 people. I think we're live. I think we're live. I think we're live.
It's not quite.
I'm going to pretend we're live. Hello, are we live? Somebody say hello to us in the chat.
Come on, phone.
Ooh, that lag's pretty gnarly.
Maybe I need to do that. Okay. I see.
All right. Okay, we're live. So, okay, Kim, thank you so much. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to Fantastic Finds. We hope you guys are having an awesome week. We're really excited to be back on Wednesday night. Last time you saw us, we moved over to Monday, so Miss Amie could go find a ton of things in Springfield.
It's all on the bed back there because I filmed the end of my haul for the end of my video before the sale tonight, so it's all still back there.
I mean, from your photos, I'm anxious to see your full haul. I mean,
I was thinking about it. I think that this particular extravaganza was the most I've ever found stuff wise, I think.
Some of our friends that were Christmas collectors, I didn't know, were going there that had never been there before. We only found out after they got back. So remember Greg that you met at the
Yes.
Him and a whole group of Christmas folks, they must have known that there was going to be a lot of Christmas there.
Oh, so there was a ton of Christmas.
Okay, so
yeah.
They all must have had
even some people that were set up at the Midwest Holiday Show that were set up there too.
That's probably why they conversed on Springfield. So that just means that we got to get our act together. We got to get there next year so we can see some more Christmas goodies. So those of you that don't know who is on your screen, this is Fantastic Finds. We do this every single Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern here on my channel, Mother Tuckers. That's me. And co-host, the other half of Fantastic Finds, is the one, the only Amie of Enamor, Amie. So please make sure you're subscribed to both of us and make sure you're subscribed to her.
You know what? I haven't even checked today.
That's what I was getting towards. Did we hit the big 5 yet? I mean, you're charging.
No, we are 11 away though.
11 away. 11 away.
Yeah,
all
that's
right,
pretty exciting.
Yeah,
I thought that it was going to take longer than that. Now I got to figure out what the big giveaway is going to be sooner than later.
I don't know. I'm sure folks would love an Enamor Amie one of a kind. I mean, that's
possible. But I might have multiple things.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, guys, we on coincidence, I was going to message Amie and I didn't. On coincidence, our sale is predominantly hinged on Halloween. So hopefully you guys love vintage Halloween or
our vintage brainwaves were on the same.
They were.
Same plane this week. It was all Halloween. Yeah.
I mean, we both even pulled similar things that go together that aren't the same. So, yeah. And I say this often, especially when folks tell me they enjoy watching us. I swear, if I had a sister, it would be you. Like, I swear to God, like, I don't know, somewhere, somehow. Yeah. So, all right, gang, as we go live tonight, our official mod and bid ender is the one, the only Karen G. As always, Karen, thank you so much. Kim, hang on a minute before we get into that. Kim sent us a gift. I think she purchased it from Misty. So I need to take a moment and show this. So Kim Desert Gal sent us this styrofoam handmade elf. My God.
Look at those little felt ears.
Oh my, and they're hard. Like they put something in them so they're stiff, and then they used a cotton ball for the top. Like, oh my God, look at that face. Like, I can't. I get goosebumps holding it. Kim, thank you so much. Let me put him back here,
Kim.
So he can hang out for the whole sale. So, and then Pink Santa over here will keep an eye on him. So they're kind of hanging out. So Kim, thank you so much. Let's get into it. We're going to say hello to our friends that are jumping in. Amy's going to explain to us how the sale is going to work. And then stick around after. If you guys are new, we do community share. So we do have 2 folks in the queue tonight. So if you're here or somehow you lag a bit or you come back and watch, Lady Corgi tonight. Okay, so we have Lady Corgi. And then we have Celeste with an S.
Yay! I can't wait.
She's newer in the chat, but you wait until you see what she purchased and flipped. And then Lady Corgi coincidentally has a pretty big Halloween collection. Amie, you better sew in a
hold on to my
seatbelt.
girdle myrtle.
Yeah, you better also put in a seatbelt because it's stuff that is like ephemera. So it's like ephemera. So it's really good. So, all right, guys, let's get to saying our hellos so we can get into some of this fun vintage. The first one here, and before I say it, William, if you came in and you said something early, I got to be honest with you.
Sometimes if you're too early, StreamYard's like, no.
Nope, they clean out the chat.
Yeah.
Yep. So please, I remember years ago, I don't know if it was like Misty's sale. I went in like a day before and I had some fun little thing I was going to say. And I got to the sale. I was like, Misty, why did Misty delete it? No. StreamYard does it. So maybe William was the first one, but officially right now, the one, the only Terry Valenti. Hello. How are you, friend? It's good to see you. Followed by Lisa. She's checking in with us tonight. How are you? It's good to see you. There she is, Karen G., our official mod and bid ender. As always, Kim, thank you so much. We could not do this without you, okay? Another fellow reseller, the one, the only, Beth C. Vintage. Gang, make sure you're following her. Make sure you are a registered buyer over there on Vamp. As we're heading into the fourth quarter, support those small businesses over there. Go ahead, Miss Amie. Was there something you wanted to add to that?
Yeah, I was going to say, when Misty is off for Emma's wedding, October 8th, yes. I'm kicking off the Tuesday quickies at 5 p.m. Eastern, and Beth is right after me. So that's going to be great.
All right. Yeah. So make sure you're following and you're registered over there because once you're done with Amie, you slide right into Beth's slot. So make sure you head on over there. So, and if you guys ever have questions about Vamp, always feel free to message like Amie or message Misty, even message us. Anything we could help get you information will always help support that platform. Okay. How are you? We got Willie in the house checking in. Good to see you, William. Always puts a smile on my face. The one, the only, Pat Robinson. Good to see you, Pat. I hope you're well. There she is, the one, the only. Kim, our backup. I'm so anxious. I want to talk more about my Pixie. I lost my words there for a second. Make sure you are following her over on Vamp as well. She is a reseller over there. So when you're not here with us, go shop her. There's the one, the only, Mama Pam. Gosh, I'm so sorry we missed you guys at Springfield. I know we got to see you in Pennsylvania for a little bit, but
there's always next year, Jason.
There is. Well, tonight is September 25th, and me and this lovely lady, we kind of share birthdays. Hers is the eve, mine's the day after. So we got to pause for a moment. We got to say hello, and we got to say happy birthday to the very lovely Shannon Ferrara. And over here on this channel, you get a
happy birthday, Shannon.
We're low budget. I'm surprised I can even afford the internet to put this little show on for you guys. But happy birthday, Shannon. And
Listen, can I say something too?
Yeah.
Well, I know that Mother Tucker's channel is low budget, but I am even more low budget. So happy birthday, Jason.
Oh my God. Thank you, Amie. Thank you, Amie. That's worth $1 million. That is worth $1 million. You can't even put a price on that.
Well, since we don't share StreamYard, I couldn't make a fun graphic.
I know. And thank you, Mama Pam.
Who else has a giant cat head just laying around? Me.
Just the one, the only Enamor. Amie does. Absolutely. So Shannon, I hope you had a great day. I hope you did something fun for yourself. And if not today, hopefully this weekend or here in the future. So happy birthday. And here's to many, many more. Okay. Thank you for being so supportive of us, and happy birthday again. I'm a snapping fool. It is my man, Gavin, Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. Gang, if you're not following him, you're missing out. He's charging in on, I think it's the 1,300 mark for subscribers. So please, let's get him up to 15. Follow him. He plays music, vinyl, turntable. You've heard a million times before. But if you guys want to learn some knowledge about music, it's a fun channel. He supports the resellers. We love his music because it is vintage. And follow him. It's the same exact name over on Instagram. So if you guys are grammars or IGers or whatever the kids say, make sure you're following him over there as well. And he's the other half of the Gillette Corporation. So you're going to hit 15 no time soon, Mr. Gavin. Hello, Laura. It's so good to see you. How are you, everybody? Let's see who else is down here. We'll try to speed this up just a little bit here. I see a couple repeats. Hello, Linda. How are you? It's good to see you. I hope you are doing well. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We got a little Blueberry Barn vintage checking in. We got the one and only Chris from Colorado, my broom closet. How are you, friend? I hope you are doing well. You got this. You're already in. You're in. So hello, Linda Hellman, my mother. Good to see you. I love you. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Let's see who else is down here with us. Hello, everybody. We got Cindy Lou, who's Thrifted Treasures. Good to see you, friend. Hello, hello, hello. Who else is down here? I'm seeing a couple repeats. I see Phil's checking in. How are you, Phil? Now we're spanning the globe. We have Elaine here with us. Good to see you, Elaine. I hope you're doing well with us tonight. I hope you're doing well. We have another Linda checking in. How are you? So good to see you guys. We either have a bunch of Kims, a bunch of Robins, a bunch of Cheryls, or a bunch of Linda. I'm here for it. There's our friend John checking in of Everyday Holiday Displays. Same name here and
John,
over on Instagram.
this weekend?
I don't know. John, are you going to Elkhorn this weekend?
You gotta let me know.
Right. Y'all got to eat cheese curds together. That's what you got to do.
10 o'clock. Anybody can come for cheese curds. 10 o'clock.
If I could afford the plane ticket, I'd come out just for the cheese curds. So. How are you, KB? It's so good to see you here tonight. Hello, everybody. We hope you guys are having a great week. Checking in from the Garden State, the one, the only, Steel Whisper. It's good to see you, friend. I hope you are well. Hope the mister is doing good as well. There's the one, the only, Sharon of Freddie Finds. Her little bungalow is coming together up there in the Catskills. If you guys aren't following her, make sure you're following her on all the platforms. You'll get to see her getting this little house together. Doing a real good job, and it's good to see you, Sharon. I hope you are well. Who else is down here with us tonight? I see a couple. There she is. How are you, Dawn? Checking in. All right. You lurk away. You'll have to let us know it's being served in the Lurkers Lounge. And, of course, Dawn is a fellow Pennsylvanian. How are you, Susan? It is so good to see you. It's great to see you here tonight. I hope you're well. Hello, Pam. How are you? It's Pamela Blanchard. Guys, I'm sure you're all subscribed to her, but in the off chance you're not, please do so. It's always good to see Pam here with us. I hope you are doing well. We have Laura of Circle 7 Farms checking in. Good to see you, friend. And I think we're rounding down here to the bottom of we got Melanie checking in. How are you, Melanie? Good to see you. We have Katie, also known as Vintage Treasure Girl, here with us tonight. Make sure you are following her over on IG. That is Vintage Treasure Girl. It's abbreviated, but you can put in Vintage Treasure and it will come up. How are you, Jean? Good to see you here tonight, everybody. I hope you are well. Who else is down here? My gosh, my chat really jumped. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I'm getting down here to the bottom. I see a bunch of repeat names. Hello, I see, Retro D's here with us. How are you, Retro D? Good to see you, friend. We have Meow Meow. Wanda is checking in. Good to see you, Wanda. I hope you're doing well. And I see Pam Avery's here with us. I see Michael is here with us. How are you, sir?
Debbie Gutierrez.
Did I? Well, hello, Debbie Gutierrez. I don't do it as well as Amy, but Debbie, it's good to see you. And I'm happy that your snow people arrived safe and sound. You got to make sure they don't melt down there in Texas. So please don't let those snow folks melt down there in the heart of Texas. So, Miss Amy, if you want to tell the folks how the sale is going to work, we'll jump into it and we will get it moving. Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
Hello.
Happy
Debbie.
Meals are important, Brenda. It's okay.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Welcome, you guys. Welcome to Fantastic Finds. We're here every single Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, over here on Mother Tucker's channel. So make sure you're subscribed to Jason and me, of course, if you're not already. Thank you guys just for being here and joining us. First, before we get how the sale is going to work, you want to make sure you're in live chat all messages. So do that check. You don't want to be in top chat. You want to be in live chat all messages. And if you do plan to bid on anything tonight, we recommend that you use a mobile device. So either a phone or a tablet are going to be a little bit faster options for you versus the computer. I know a lot of people put the live sales up on the TV and watch it that way. You can always have your phone to have the chat up. If you see something that you want to bid on, that's going to be the best option for you. So if you are lagging behind during the broadcast tonight, as most people experience, there's always going to be a lag here on YouTube. You can exit out of YouTube completely and come back into refresh. The easier way to do that, if you touch the screen up here in the right corner, On the mobile devices, you can find a little gear wheel icon. Hit playback speed and 2 times. 2 times will get you caught up. If you hear us talk funny, that means you were lagging, and then it will get you caught up to the most current point that you can be. You can also find that on the computer at the lower right-hand corner, and you can always check and make sure that the red line at the bottom of the screen is all the way right as far as it can go. Okay, so we do have 16 rounds of Halloweeny goodness to bring you tonight, although there are some kind of non-Halloween things that are mixed in as well, but could work for Halloween as well. We will do the all auction style, so we will give you a starting price. Jason will pin it up here on the screen. If you're interested in bidding on anything tonight, you can pre-register. If you're a new buyer, it's not necessary, but you can, just in case you see something that catches your eye. Then you already have your information sent to us and you're ready to go. But we welcome any kind of bids down into the chat. So you can type your bids down in the chat as we're describing the item. We'll note any kind of issues that it may have live here on screen, so you can make an informed decision if you do plan to bid on it. But keep in mind, vintage and antique items that we show tonight have had a life, but we do our best to show any kind of issues to you while we're here on the screen. And we will give you any kind of information that we know, a maker, history, era, those sort of things as we're describing the item. We will do a 20-second countdown. That hopefully will give everybody the most fair shot to get those bids in there before the bid end. So 20-second countdown, and then the highest bid that we see in the chat before the official bid end of the lovely Karen G tonight will be the winner. We also do something here on Mother Tuckers called Just in Case. And here's how that works. So if you're not familiar, all that we ask is that you're an active bidder. So an active bidder, you've put at least one straight bid in on the current item that we're showing. Then you're welcome to utilize the just in case during the countdown only. So the countdown is started. You can put in the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item with the letters JIC next to it into the chat. That's the just in case bid. So put that in the chat during the countdown. And if your just in case is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. But do keep in mind, if there are multiple just in cases put into the chat, those do then turn into regular bids. Okay. So if you don't want to use the just in case, that's totally fine. But it is there for an option, and it's definitely helpful with the lag. Okay. So if you win an item tonight, we do need some information from you. Especially if you are a brand new buyer, it's very important that you guys email us during the sale. That way we can get your goodies invoiced and shipped out to you. So we need an email sent to Jason and I with your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. We only do our invoicing in PayPal, but if you don't have PayPal, that's okay. Send us an email with all of that same information. Let us know that you want to check out as a guest. That way, when we send our invoices out, we can send you a direct link to your invoice. You can check out with any debit, credit, Venmo, Apple Pay, or PayPal. Super easy. And if we don't see any bids come in for the item that we are showing, we're still going to do a 20-second countdown, a countdown of interest. And that will kind of be your last chance to get any bids in there and snag that item, because we're not doing a recap at the end. Okay, so we're going to do a 20-second countdown of interest. You can put any kind of bid in there. If there's multiple bids that do come in there, it'll be just like a normal round. You can use just in cases, all of that. Okay. So far as shipping and packing goes, both Jason and I use Pirate Ship to get the discounted rates on shipping, which is much cheaper than the retail pricing at the post office. So we get a discount and we pass it on to you guys. So you guys pay the same thing that we do for shipping, but do keep in mind that shipping is not included in the winning bid price. That is additional. It's calculated from you guys to us and the weight and size of your package. We do both ship to US, Canada, and Australia. Yes. And for me this week, I ship from Michigan. I'm going to be doing all of my invoicing tomorrow as soon as I can get them done. Another FYI for me this week, Mama Pam and I are hitting the road again on Friday to head to Wisconsin for the weekend. So I will need to ship out everything 9 a.m. Friday. That's the soonest that my post office opens. So I'll be shipping everything out Friday morning before we hit the road out of town. All right. So I'm going to get invoices out as soon as I can tomorrow. And I will email everybody once your invoice is out there so that you know it's been sent. Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, Amie covered most of it for me, except I ship out of Pennsylvania, so please keep that in mind. If you purchased from Mother Tucker's Monday, then you have an open box, and if I can combine your purchases from tonight with that safely, I will do so. I offer free pickup at the brick and mortar. I am in central Pennsylvania. I'm right outside of Lancaster, not to be confused with Lancaster. So if you guys are coming to the area and you want to pick it up at my shop, just communicate that in the emails and we'll take care of all that in the emails. I think that's it, but I do always want to say thank you to Amie. She creates the wallpaper and our thumbnail for every sale. Tina always puts together the collages of photos for Fantastic Finds. So thank you both, ladies. Again, I couldn't do it without you. I'd be holding up Polaroids of the things that folks sent. So we'll quickly say hello to the folks that came in that we may have missed. If I missed you earlier and I don't catch you again, I am sorry. I
Pink
do my
Harold
best.
Gale Santa is kind of creeping down there.
I know it. Well, I know. I mean, he's like, hey, he's got to be. I still have an all points bulletin out for Ariana's. Huh?
I said he can be Halloween Santa. Pink apparently is popular for Halloween decorating right now.
Okay. All right. He's still concerned about where Ariana's pink is. Like he stresses every night. He needs to know where, but we don't know. We don't know where Ariana has him hidden. Okay. Apparently he's still there. So I'm starting drama. Ariana's going to call me tomorrow morning and give me a talking to. So hello, Aunt Kiki. Good to see you. We see Janet checking in. I saw Brad check in. Who else was here? Hello, Stacy. Good to see you. We have Karen Kennedy here with us.
I just missed Karen. I missed Karen. We were on opposite day. She was coming to the show when I was leaving, so I didn't get to see Karen. Next time, Karen.
How are you? Always Sunny Thrifting. Good to see you. I think we saw Bug jump in. Hello, Bug. Good to see you. I think Brad jumped in. Again, guys, if we missed you, we never do it intentionally. So we are going to get the sale started. Miss Whittle One, you just made the cut. Good to see you. I hope you are well. So let's get Amie over here. Let's get this started, and then we can get to the community share part of tonight's show.
All right. I am going to start off with a choice tonight. $12, Jason. All right. And I have been waiting. Our antique show is in March, the first weekend in March. And I've literally been saving these since March. If you guys have been around since, April or so, these are the famous pot holders. Cindy at Mimi's Treasure Cottage had a bunch. I had a bunch. I'm getting down to the very end of mine, but I had some Halloween ones. So we're going to start off with these tonight. So these were all, this was like a pen pal situation. The person that I purchased these from had like at least 300 of these, and they were all kind of, they all had a theme, and they all came from around the country, and they do have provenance on the back. This one is actually from the lady here in Michigan, which I believe started the pen pal situation, from Langsburg, Michigan. And all of her patterns, for the most part, were original. So she didn't actually follow a produced pattern. This came out of her brain, which is pretty amazing because the talent here, some of the other ones were just like, I would never think to ever do that on a pot holder. So this is the first one. And this one does not have a hanger at the top. It's just kind of an off-white background, and then the little black cat and the cutest little jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. And these are just straight pinned on here. So if anybody gets these, just be careful that those are on there. I didn't want to take them off because I think that they are cool, and they tell the story. And the second one here is a little bit larger, and this one does have a hanger, and this one has the little black cat popping out of the pumpkin, and then there's little applied sequins for the eyes and the nose. And this one is also by the creator, and this one says original as well. So this was also a pattern that came out of her head. Just super talented. I cannot crochet or knit to save my life, so I appreciate anybody that can do this, and especially freehand is pretty amazing. So measurement for the white one is 5.5 inches in diameter, and the other one is 6.5. Okay, so those are your two choices, both made by Miss Liliana out of Langford, Michigan. So pretty fantastic. I do have another one coming tonight, but it's coming with something else. Okay, so I do have my third Halloween pot holder as well, but it's coming a little bit later in the sale. All right, I see MJ's in at 16, so we're looking for 17 or more, and this is choice. Winner can take one or both, of course. Let's count them down and see how bad the lag is tonight. Huh. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I think I bought 20. I think I bought 20 of these pot holders. I have Valentine's Day and like a Christmas one left, and then they're all gone.
These are quality. They're quality.
These were one of the coolest like things that I found like all year. I loved to see the creativity with these. All right, Karen, your bid end is fabulous as always. Thank you so much. Pat, your 20 did come in after the bid end. So Miss Gutierrez, Debbie, you get first choice. Let me know. We're going to call this one white and this one orange. And MJ, you're on deck. And then we'll go back to Pat.
I don't think they're going to get.
Let me know, Debbie.
I bought 2 from Cindy, and let me tell you, these are the most quality. She wants the orange one. She wants the orange one.
Okay. This one is coming to Debbie. So MJ, let me know if you want this one, and then it will go to Pat. If MJ passes, and then I think Linda Daly. Yes.
Yep, and I think that was everybody. Yep. No, it would go back to them blueberries.
Yes, please. MJ, you got it. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies.
So my first round is going to be a choice round. It's going to be $10 choice. I have not seen these in probably 30 years, and they are all in working condition. These were put out by the Hallmark Company in the late 80s. One of them I could see said 1987, so we'll just go with the late 80s, okay? So these are plastic little wind-up pins or brooches, okay? So they wind up. They all measure about 2 inches long, and they do work. So you wind it up, and his little jaw goes.
I love these.
And they are little pins. So, and they're in very good condition. So that's your first choice at $10. And these go all over the gamut price-wise. So some of them are a little harder, I guess, to find. And then your other little choice is going to be the witch, and her eyes go back and forth. It was very shocking to me that these are still in good working condition. Look at the wart on her nose. Of course, they glow. And they move very freely. And these are not only fun to wear, these are actually fun to sort of decorate with. So you could pop them in your display. And let me tell you, these don't come around that often. The research I did that are in good working condition. So there's the back, and it is embossed a little bit there, and it says Hallmark on it. So it'll be $10 choice on the skull, the witch, and then I have the little bat. Okay, so the cute little bat. Look at this kitschy little guy with that goofy little face and his little bow tie. All of these are in very good condition, and then his wings move when you wind it up. So again, I'm surprised that these work. It sort of amazes me. I've kind of shied away from the plastic pins because they haven't seemed to be that popular. But you know what? These you just don't see. I don't see them when Tina's out shopping.
Usually it's a little pull-down string, that has like little jumpy arms or legs and the wind-up kind.
And there you can sort of see the embossing that they are made by Hallmark. So Brenda, thank you. I see you in at 10. So again, it's going to be choice between Bat Friend and his little wings move. And he measures almost about 2 inches as well. So that is going to be your third choice. So that'll be Bat. Excuse me. Then this one is going to be Witch. And you can see, I'll wind it up real quick again. Her eyes.
She's a shifty witch.
She is. You got to watch her and look. Oh, I got a wart on my nose. So then she's your second one. And then Skull Friend, his little mouth kind of just chatters away. And he has googly eyes. So he has googly eyes. They don't google all that much, but if you shift them to the side, they move just a little bit. So let's go ahead and count these down. You will claim them by what they are, Skull, Witch, or Bat. So Let's hold these two up. We're looking for 11 or more 1980s plastic fantastic. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. The witch does glow. No, and nothing glows on the bat or the skull. So if you're interested in something glowing, her green does glow under black light, and so does some of her hair does a little bit. So I see Brenda's just in case. Thank you so much. And then top bidder, just be prepared to claim them as what they are. And I'm so sorry, Pam, on both devices, you came in after the bid end with your 16. But let me see here. You didn't need it. Well, yeah, you did. So Brenda, you get first choice at 12. So let me know, Brenda, did you want the skull at 12? Did you want the witch at 12? Or did you want the bat? And remember, guys, we're not doing a recap. So if these aren't claimed, okay, bat is yours, Brenda. Thank you so much. So then Pam at 11, let me know, were you interested in the skull or the witch? So Pam, you let me know which one you wanted. You do have a choice. There are two left. So I'll watch the chat. At your 11, you can either have the witch or the skull. And if you're not interested, that's okay too. But just put in bat, just put in skull or come on, StreamYard. So hold on, Amy. StreamYard's acting hinky again. All right, the witch is yours, Pam. Thank you so much. Hello, Patty Rose. Good to see you. So hang on a minute, Amy. It's not working again. StreamYard's acting ridiculous. Like it did before. Remember, I can't switch screens. So I'm going to make you big and I'm going to go. Tell me your starting price. I'm going to exit out and I'll come back in.
$20.
Okay. You go ahead and sell.
I hope my nose hairs aren't showing in the screen tonight.
You don't have any nose hairs. So I will be right back. Okay.
Sounds good.
Damn StreamYard, and I'll highlight you. So I'll be right back.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So I do have, I think this is the last Halloween postcard that I have picked up this season, unless I find some more over the weekend. But this is a Whitney made postcard. Of course, my camera just doesn't want to. There we go. Okay. And it is not postmarked, so it's not been used, but it does have there's a little bit of discoloration on it, but I loved the subject matter. And there's a whole series with these black cats and mice. And from what I know of these postcards, this particular series was produced 1911 to 1920. So that's early 1900s. For sure on this, but because there's no postmark on the back, it wasn't used. So, but that is the date range that this particular series with the black cat and the mice came out, was 1911 to 1920. Okay. And it's got so much detail packed in here. You can see the moon in the background and the fall leaves on the trees, the bats flying around. It looks like, the cat is playing a Halloween tune on the fiddle, and the mice have come out to play. So come with me, All Hallows Night will frighten everyone in sight. Such pranks for once are justified, and fun and frolic amplified. I really like this one. They did a series of these in vertical and horizontal pictures with these black cats and mice. Again, there's just a little wear on the back, discoloration, but it never was sent. You can see it says Whitney made in the USA there on that one. So it's not a made in Germany card or anything like that, but super duper cute imagery nonetheless. Okay. I see Blueberry Farm is in at 21. And Aaron, I don't know if you saw or heard me. I'm sorry you missed out on the pot holders. I do have my other Halloween pot holder coming a little bit later, but it's paired with something else. Okay. So let's count the postcard down. We are looking for 22 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meow, meow. bid end. And this was the only Halloween postcard I picked out from the thousands upon thousands of postcards at the Midwest Holiday Show.
It's a good one.
It was very difficult to decide. There were so many good ones. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, just in case is in play there at the end. Wanda had a just in case of 33, but Erin put in a just in case of 35. So Erin, this is yours for 34. Thank you so much.
All right, and sorry we had a doggone StreamYard problem. I didn't get to properly say hello to Patty Rose. It's good to see you, friend. I hope you are well, and welcome back. And yes, we do have some birthdays in the house. So good to see you, Patty. So $10 choice. I have choice on some Halloween greeting cards. They are both unused. Okay, so they're going to be $10 choice. This one is one of the ones that does have a little easel. So the center does pop in there. So then it does stand up on its own. There is a little bit of wear here on that inside. Okay, there's actually like a piece of tape on it, and it did not come off friendly, but it did not really hurt the integrity of the card because that's in there on the inside. So this card is made by Ambassador. Okay, I don't find their cards all that often. This is a little kitty cat that is flocked. The eyes glow, the orange glows, and of course the little kitty cat says Happy Halloween. So $10 choice. It measures 6.5 by 4.5. Okay. So here on the inside, it says, and then this black cat's glad to bring you a Halloween hello because he knows how nice you are. Guess who told him so? And then you could put your name in down there on the bottom to, whoever's addressing the card. So I see Wanda in at 10. So that's going to be your first choice. New old stock, never was used. Then this haunted house is pretty epic. I could not find any examples of this, and this one is big. And it actually folds out, okay? So this one is made by Gibson, which is a really fun card company. So this one is Ambassador was a division. Okay, thank you, John. I didn't know that. So this one is made by Gibson. It measures 9.5 by 6. Again, it is unsigned. So up here on the top, it says, at Halloween, strange things may happen. So my theme tonight, I kind of have some haunted house kind of things. But this is really, really fun. Thank you, John. I see you in at 11. You can see all these graphics on there, and it is kind of embossed. So it is kind of textured a little bit. So up here you have the skeleton peeking out. You have our witch friend. She's peeking out. And I do like the fact that the ghosts are kind of nice ghosts. So then you open it up, and then you can actually see them inside the house where they're at. And then it says on here, it says, but one thing is true. So we'll also show you down here. There's a skull there. Look at the buzzard. Then you got this goofy guy peeking out from behind the, hello, Robin, good to see you. I open it up here. And then on the inside, it says, it's still nice as ever to wish for you happy Halloween. So again, it's unused. And these are, it's in very good vintage condition. So
that's an epic card.
I tried to do a little bit of research on it. I couldn't find any. I believe this is probably early 1980s, I would think, just from, being a kid. And like I said, this one measures 9.5 by 6. And this one, you can kind of open it up if you want, and it will stand on its own. So Tammy, I see you in at 15. And then your first choice is going to be the flocked black cat. So you'll either claim them, either cat or house. So let's go ahead and count them down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. 16 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, it doesn't really show, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. We're at 15 looking for 16. It'll be choice on cat or the house. And if you were an active bidder, you can use it just in case. I see you, Wanda. Thank you so much. I see Tammy's just in case. At least our lag has lessened a little bit. I see you, Robin, with a just in case. I see Tammy back in at 21 right before the bid end. So the power of the just in case gives you, Robin, first choice at 21. Let me know, did you want cat or house?
That's a hard choice.
It is. You earned right for both. Then Tammy, you'll have backup at 21 on whatever is left. And then it will go back to Wanda. So Robin, you got first choice. Let me know, did you want cat or house? Cat or house? And then Tammy, you will have back up. Both of them are yours. Thank you so much and congratulations. All right, Miss Amie.
Okay, 18, Jason.
18, you got it. What
All right, I do.
Tammy Ward was first on my end.
Yeah.
Do you want me to wait?
Yeah, no, it's not on our end. I can take a screenshot. No, on our end, it's Robin first. I'll take a screenshot. In case there's any questions, I'll take a screenshot. Go ahead, Miss Amie. I'm so sorry, guys. StreamYard showed different on our end.
I just didn't know if you saw Karen. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, but to be the most fair, we have to go by what we see in StreamYard on our end. And sometimes if you go back out and refresh, sometimes it will change the order. But typically you'll see your name first in the chat on your own devices. Right. But sometimes it comes in differently on StreamYard. All right. Yeah. I do have some salt and pepper shakers in the form of kitchen witches tonight. I have never found these in the wild before. And these gals are not easy to find. These are salt and pepper shakers, and they are made by Joseph Originals. They do have the foil stickers there. Both of them have the black and gold Japan sticker on the bottom. But what else is cool about these? This one still has the little folklore about the story of the kitchen witch on this one. Now I can tell you that they are in really good condition. The only notable issue that I can tell you right here on the front of this one's little hair poking out, there is a tiny little flea bite, like pinpoint flea bite on the very end of her hair. But really that's it. I don't even really see much crazing going on in the glaze with these. But I did want to read you the little folklore sticker here that's on the sign, because I know it's not going to focus to read it. It says, health and happiness, kitchen witch, a custom practice for centuries in the Scandinavian countries. Keep her in the kitchen and good luck will come your way. So that's what it says on the little sticker on the side. There are some other manufacturers that did little kitchen witch shakers that are a little bit easier to find. They're not as detailed as these, nor bright and colorful either. They're kind of more neutrally painted. But the Joseph ones, I've never seen these in the wild before. And what I also like is that I don't know if that is like purposeful, that they put a little wart on this one's nose, or it was a manufacturing flaw that it didn't come out of the. Either way, it works. I think it's like perfect placement for that. Anyway, the measurement for these are 3.5 by 2. Okay, and they do both have their stoppers as well. And we've got a 3-holer and a 2-holer. All right. So I see Miss Dana is in at 22. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 23 or more. Let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Didn't. And welcome back, Patty Rose. Good to see you.
Sorry, guys, for StreamYard acting ridiculous here tonight. I think we got it leveled out. Ugh.
Jason, do you have a set of these?
We did, but we sold them.
Gotcha.
We did, but we sold them.
All right. There is the bid end. Karen. Thank you. All right. Stacy had a 25 with the high bid, but Aaron at Blueberry Barn had a just in case of 40. So Aaron, these are coming to you for 26. Thank you so much.
All righty, guys. I'm going to follow her ceramics, and I have a ceramic, except mine is in the form of a devil. So this little guy here can go in as your Halloween devil, or he could be your Valentine's Day devil. He's in really good condition. Okay. I'm not sure the manufacturer on him.
I believe that's a Napco one.
Napco one. Okay.
I think so.
He is missing his little pitchfork or trident or whatever you want to call it. I remember Amie sold one of these. I was going to try to make one. She made one for hers. I don't think it's too difficult to find something to put in his hand, but he is missing that.
If you have silver pipe cleaners laying around, you can make one pretty easy.
And I thought, I don't know, maybe you guys are kitschy. Thank you, Janet. I see you're 20. I mean, you could even put in a little cocktail umbrella on him if you wanted to.
Or a Halloween cake pick.
That too. Oh, that's a good idea, Amy. And I don't have any right now. Thank you, Patty. I see you're 22. This guy even has his original made in Japan sticker on the back. There you can see his tail. So that is his tail curled up right there. Okay. No cold paint needed to be fixed. Jason, reset my. Okay. Thank you so much, Pam. We appreciate you so much. And I love the little spaghetti effect here on the front for his hair. Okay. He has like yellow blonde hair. The facial features are good and crisp. The paint's good and crisp, and there are no repairs at all to him at all. He's about 3 inches tall. So would Napco use those stickers? I don't, John, I don't know.
What sticker? I didn't even see it. Sorry.
It's just a little round made in Japan sticker. I'm not too sure. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. So sometimes Lefton use that sticker. I don't know. Sometimes, I mean, a lot of these come, but he's
the Lefton Devils, their faces aren't so cheeky.
Right.
If that makes sense. That's why I think it's a Napco one.
I love the fact, look at his little eyelashes, and he's got the one eyebrow up. I mean, this guy is up to no good. And then look at his little mouth. They painted it like a little heart, and there his little tail comes around to the front too. So he would be great at Valentine's Day. He'd be great right now. He'd be great if you just collect devils. So we're in at 25 with Janet. Let's go ahead and count him down. We're looking for 26 or more. Whomever made him, I'm happy they made him because he's super cool and he's really kitschy. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end again. Look at that little tail tucked down and curled up all the way around to the front of him. He's got his little onesie on. No paint damage. He's in super good condition, just missing.
Devil figurines aren't easy to find.
No, you're right, Amy. No, they are not. So I do see Patty's just in case. Thank you so much, Patty. There is our bid end. So with Patty's just in case of 37, Janet's 25. Patty, he's coming to you for $26. Thank you so much and congratulations. All right, Miss Amy.
All right. 16, Jason.
All right.
Okay. I do have a really awesome. Jason's got one tonight as well. A Halloween children's magazine. And this one does have some wear to it. I will say that. A child enjoyed doing the puzzles that were inside of here. Also, did some, I don't know if that's supposed to be a witch, a little drawing here on the back cover, and filled out the little postman return address thing here on the back. So there's a few things like that in the magazine as well. And there's also been a page that has been cut out. I believe that was like a little cut and paste kind of activity that was cut out of here. And there's some wear. Okay, it's from October 1959. There's still cool stuff in here, and the front graphic. I mean, that witch illustration. Look at her; she's fantastic. And the owls. And in the like silhouette of a fall leaf. That alone, like you could totally just frame that. And I mean, I would. I think it's cool enough. And I had to rescue it, even though it had, it had some wear to it. But there's stories in here. Here's the first one, The Strange Witch. And there's some Halloween, like here is a little crossword that was filled out, but it was all kind of Halloween little clues that were for that one. And The Scariest Pumpkin is another story that's in there. Really cool silhouette graphics on that one. Then the next one is 13's Kitten. I actually read this one. I actually read this entire little story that's in here. It's a cute little story. It does have a happy ending.
Good.
So that's good. Then there's like a thriller in here, The Green River Knife.
Ooh.
That's another story that's in here. So there are a couple like little scribbles here and there that go throughout. Here's a little play that you could do, and they assigned like names to each part in pencil in here. So it's the witch's broom. Good. And cool graph. Look at that bat. Look at that little bat.
I'm in love with the cat and the owl.
Yeah, the cat and the owl. Favorite. Like great illustrations in here. There's some jokes. There's some more stories. Here's some like little limericks. There is some scribbling on this page. They were not a fan of the black cat, so they scribbled it out. But you know, it's a kids magazine, right? They enjoyed it. So there's a little mailbox section. Here's some more like games. You know, they filled out the puzzles and that sort of thing on those pages. And here's like some little costumes that you could make out of paper bags.
Oh my God. He's a bird. Look at that.
Double-sided masks. Aren't those
my
hilarious?
God.
I remember making masks out of paper bags.
Yep.
Back in the day. Here's a little ghosty game that you could play. And there's some photographs in the back, and then we're back to the back page. Okay, so that's everything in there. It's super fun. Measurement is 8 1/4 by, I don't know what I wrote down there. Anyway, it's 8 1/4.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't write the other measurement down. All right, so I see MJ's in at 19. Thank you so much. It is from 1959. We're looking for 20 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That end. It's 11 1/4. I did write it down. I just couldn't read it.
Oh, I just noticed your necklace too, Amy. That is.
Thank you, Patty. You know, if I was gonna dress a little witchy tonight, I had to put on my spider necklace.
There it is.
And my bug ring.
Yep, I remember that.
There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, so MJ had the high bid at 19. Miss Gutierrez put in it just in case. So Debbie, this is coming to you for 20. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. My next round is going to be $15 choice, and I know we have some glass lovers, so I brought some glass tonight that can coordinate with your spooky displays. I love the fact that it is the smoky gray. This is by Empoli, and this is their hobnail, okay? So this is a thicker, bigger hobnail than like, Fenton or American Glass Company. So they are 2 of their vases, and it reads true to color. This is their smoky gray. So they are a little different. This one is your thicker one. This one is going to be your thinner one, although they do measure almost about the same size. They are about 5 inches tall. So they made these in vases where they pinch them like this. Some folks call this a double spout. I always called this a vase, and then they always did this like crimp here in the middle. All right. So it's going to be $15 choice. It's Empoli hobnail. There is no damage at all. There's no sickness to the glass. And it's mid-century goodness. And I thought it kind of had a spooky kind of feel. It kind of would match in with your Halloween displays. It would make a good riser if you wanted to put something in there. I was also thinking that with the slot, this could be used to put a piece of ephemera if you wanted to. Like you could put like a card in there if you want to, or you could put some like spooky flowers coming out. Seeing that it is that color, you put a little bit of orange in there. I think it's going to look really good in there. So they are hobnail. This hobnail is very collectible. To keep, I know I do, and that's why I always offer 2, Patty. I can't let one behind. So it measures just about 5 inches tall on both of them and about 4 inches wide. And again, they're both hand blown, and there's hand pulling to these hobnails. That's why they are both a little bit different. So that is your first one, and this is what they call their smoky gray. So it is like a gray color. In some lights, you can see a little yellow coming through it, like a little bit of amber coming through it. But it is definitely their darker gray or charcoal, whatever you want to call it. So it would be great for the Halloween season. Like I said, a lot of times you find these Empoli hobnail pieces that they are the pitchers. You don't see the vases all that often. Not that I'm saying they're rare, but usually you find the pitchers. So there is the base. And again, you can see they're super clean on the inside. And I think the closer I get, especially looking at the bottom, you can definitely see the smoky color to the glass. So they are from the mid-century. This is very collectible if folks love Empoli glass, because each one is also a little bit different, and it does pair with those pictures. I'm not seeing interest, so let's do a countdown of interest. Guys, and Patty, welcome back. We don't do a recap anymore. So now we do a countdown of interest. If someone's interested, then go ahead and put a bid in. And if they're not, that's okay. We will definitely put it to the side. I did too, Sharon. I did really get a spooky kind of vibe. I don't know. Kind of like spooky thorns sticking out. Maybe.
Like, I don't know if there's anybody that watches Doctor Who in here, but
Right.
those have always reminded me of the Daleks from Doctor Who.
Yeah. I just thought, especially I know folks, they like glass, so I just thought, you know what? We'll mix in a glass, a little bit of texture like that, the glass element to it. And I thought it kind of worked with what I had tonight. But we'll do a countdown of interest. If you're interested, they are $15 choice, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And one of them is wider. One of them is thinner. They are both about the same size. They try to, keep them about the same height, when making them. But they are $15 choice. So there is our bid. And so Franny B, congratulations. Let me know if you're like me and balanced. Did you want one or two? Or did you want the thick one? I'm sorry, the thin one or the wide one? Thin or wide, and I can watch the chat. But Franny, you'll have to let me know. Did you want one? Okay. You're balanced like me. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Amie.
Keeping the balance and harmony.
Yes.
Okay. I do have a couple handmade Halloween things tonight. My next round is a handmade item. It's going to start at $24. I did have some Christmas cubes, but this is a little Halloween gal tonight. I've been loving to repurpose the little Irwin Cupie babies. So this is a little Halloween witchy poo that I made tonight. I did make her hat. And she is hard plastic, jointed Irwin. So her arms do move. This is a modern fabric made, with vintage inspired. But her little dress is covered with candies, different kinds of candies. You can see little wrapped candies and gumballs and candy corns there. She's also got a little trick or treat bag in her one hand, vintage rickrack for the top of her dress, and then little vintage black lace for the bottom. And she's already been in the candy. She's got a sucker in her, or a lollipop, excuse me. Jason. He's like, don't say sucker, say lollipop. Anyway, she's got some candy in her hand and she's all about it. We'll turn her to the back. There's the back side of her. Her dress is a little bit longer in the back to cover up her little booty. So that's not hanging out in the back. I will sign her somewhere, probably on the bottom of her foot before I send her out. But she does have little, jointed hands, so you can kind of pose her. The little trick or treat bag is just kind of slipped over the end of her hand. So that can come off, but the lollipop is glued onto her hand. Okay, so that is permanent on there. All right, so measurement for her, she is 9 1/4 by 4 1/2. I'm going to make some more of these, so don't worry, it's not going to be the only one. Okay, so I see Philomena is in at 32, so we're looking for 33 or more. I want candy. Let's count her down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I'm a good witch.
Amie, I have your polka dot Christmas one we got from you right over there, and it's quality. The material you used is really good quality.
Thank you. All right. There's the candy bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. Karen Kennedy put in a just in case of 35. Debbie put in a just in case of 40, but Philomena put in a just in case of 50. So Philomena, she's coming to Australia. She's coming to you for 41. Thank you.
All righty, gang. My next item is going to start a little higher tonight. It is starting at $48 because the estate that I bought this from didn't know the exact details, but they did feel that where it came from, they were pretty confident that it was handmade. Okay. So I have this gorgeous porcelain bust. She is a poppy girl. Her arms are hand carved and painted. So are her feet. I believe they handmade the stand, and her dress is made out of silk. All right. So for $48, she's actually signed on the back, and I will show you in a moment. Now, she does have a little bit of a line. I think the porcelain has a little bit of a crack in it. Okay. But I will show you. She was made by S. Smith on 12/19/63. Okay. So, and she actually signed her on the back and made her known as she's the little poppy girl. And then she did sign the back.
That's really cool.
S. Smith. And I could not make out if this, who made the porcelain part. All I could make out was what I thought was an S. So the top part is, of course, is handmade in the essence that it is a porcelain face that then she attached to the body. And she's got this gorgeous poppy here. And I thought it was great for the time of the year. I can't get her too much closer because of my device. So she's in very good condition. You can sort of feel the little line right back here. See if we can get it to kind of show. There's just a little faint line right here, but it doesn't ting hollow or anything. So you can even tell that the dress is machine sewn, but you can kind of tell the stitching is probably from a sewing machine. So I know we had a lot of doll collectors. She's really one of a kind. She's super unique. Her hands are hand carved wood. Look at that. I mean, that's wow. Pretty good hand carving for the hands, and they're painted. The feet are wooden and then are hand painted. So I'm going to get personal with her here. She actually has some undergarments on that are of the older era. And she's this gorgeous yellow, and she's one of a kind. And I did pay up for her because I thought she was different.
I love that her hat is a poppy.
I do too. And she's kind of a ginger. So her hair is sort of ginger. They did give her a very Victorian. She is a Victorian style doll. You can see that she has of course, the bow around. And I'm trying to see, her eyes are actually brown. They gave her brown eyes. And then you can see, let me tilt her in this way so you can see the great details on her face. So she's a gorgeous doll in very good condition, something that I don't think anyone else is going to have. And I thought she would look great in your Halloween displays. And then this is very 1950s kind of fabric. And then it has the gold rickrack around the bottom. And then they do have this metal pole here that kind of does go up. And I don't want to get too personal with her. But
she's permanent on the stand.
Yes, you can see where they did permanently attach her to the stand. So
it's really cool.
I mean, I guess you could take her off, but you can kind of tell that they actually have that. They actually have her kind of tied in there. Can you sort of see the piece of string right there by my finger? She is tied into that piece. So she is one of a kind. So if you guys are looking for a unique one of a kind doll that is dated 1963, the hands are carved, the feet are carved, and then the artist did go ahead and name her Poppy here on the back in quotes, and then she is made by S. Smith. Get it to focus here, S. Smith, and she was created or was finished on 12/19/63.
That dress, I've been studying the seams on it. It's super well, because I make dresses myself. It's much harder to sew tiny than it is bigger. And I think that the way that the skirt is made was meant to mimic the petals of the poppy flowers.
It was. Thank you, Amy.
Really cool.
I didn't get a chance to mention that. No, you are right, because each one is just a little different. So she's definitely a poppy. Poppies are grown when? Are they grown more? Poppies would be.
I think they're a summer.
I think they are too.
Flower.
I think they are too.
I could be wrong.
But
if Bill was here,
this is true.
Garden question.
She's 11 inches tall. Okay, she's 11 inches tall. $48. She is one of a kind. She's handmade from the 1960s. The porcelain head could be a little bit older than that, but then was assembled in 63. So let's do a countdown of interest. If no one's interested, that's all right. Let's keep the sale moving. But if anyone's interested, she is $48. So let's do the countdown from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. When I was researching some of these dolls like this, they seem to be in the $200 to $300 range for the hand carved hands and the porcelain top. So I thought 48 was a great chance for somebody to grab a one-of-a-kind doll that would look good in their Halloween. So Celeste, you got to stick around. You got to stick around. You're one of our fantastic finds tonight.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Amy.
I think she said last week that she emailed photos in. So yes, you're one of them tonight, Celeste. So stick around for that. I can't wait to see. Okay. $18, Jason.
All right.
Jason, did you get the photos I sent you?
Yes. And they're loaded.
Okay. So I did pre-send some photos in case the glare was too bad or my camera wasn't going to focus on this, but I do have, I think I've talked about the fact that Rose O'Neill Halloween Kewpie stuff is really not easy to find. And this is actually a story page from a 1919 magazine. And I have a few of these in different varieties and sizes, but this Halloween one was the coolest. And so I decided to put it in a float frame so that you can still see both sides. So it will come with the frame, and it is glass on one side and then it's plexiglass on the other side. It's very easy to slide things in and out of this. The kind of closures here, you slide like the pieces off and on, so you could really put anything in here that you wanted. So I actually put the title on the back side because I actually like the imagery on the other side better, so I put that on the front of the frame. But live your life, you can do whatever you want with this. But this is the Kewpies and the haunted house, and really lovely, adorable illustrations. So there is a story that goes along here. You can see the haunted house right here in the back with the face, and you can see the ghost. My camera's actually doing, I'm surprised, it's doing really well. You can see the ghost that's coming out of the window there. And here is some more imagery down here at the bottom. And it does date to, I think I mentioned it, 1919. Okay. And here is the front. So this is what I'm considering the front. So the back on the float frame has this plastic here, and it is meant to hang. So it does have the hanger right there in the center between, in the middle of the ring light is where that is. So it doesn't have an easel to set it up, so it does hang. All right. So here is the ghost hanging out with all the cupes. Looks like the one Kewpie is telling him a joke. There's Doodle Dog. So many cute little things. So the poor old ghost that occupied it was leaning on the gate one evening when the Kewpies happened along. He said, "It's dreadfully dreary being a ghost, but as long as people insist upon believing in me, I've simply got to go on with it." The Kewpies tried their Kewpish best to brighten him up a bit, but here he is. He turned spooky all of a sudden. "No," said the poor spook, "it wouldn't do for me to be amused. I have to keep as awful as possible. People expect it of me." And just to show them, he suddenly got quite awfully awful, so that even the well-poised cupes were rather jarred for a moment. So that is it. I think it's pretty awesome. I'm in a couple Kewpie Facebook groups, and I asked if anybody had seen a Kewpie Halloween postcard, and somebody posted some pictures of some they had in their collection. I've never seen one. But they did say that there are some of these magazine articles that they did for Halloween.
Never seen
Can't believe I found one. It's pretty awesome.
It's good.
I probably won't ever see this again. So I see MJ is in at 19. Thank you so much. Now, I will say that I meant to have it in the float frame so you could see both sides, but I will leave it up to the winner. If you want to pass on the frame and just want me to send this so you could frame it in whatever that you want, I totally can do that. Just let me know if you want the frame or not. Okay. It will, make shipping a little bit easier if it doesn't have the frame. But I thought I would go ahead.
Looks like Amy's frozen. Amie, you there? I wonder if we're both frozen. So, guys, just bear with us. StreamYard is not being our friend tonight. Can anybody still see me in the chat? It looks like Amy's completely frozen. Yeah, I think Amie is frozen. So bears, it is a ghost. StreamYard's not happy that we did Fantastic Finds on a Monday. Okay. Nope, Amy's definitely frozen. So hopefully she can get herself out of the studio and get herself back in here. So we will just hold the bid with Karen in at 20. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for popping in. We'll give Amie a moment to come back. Hello, Glowy Girl. It's good to see you, friend. Her internet went out. So hold on. She's messaging me and she's going to restart. So we'll just take a moment and we'll hold the bid at 20. Thank you so much, Karen. So we are looking for 21 or more. So how are you guys doing tonight? Hopefully everybody is doing well. I do want to give her a couple minutes because I don't want to have to pick the bids back up from where we were. So trying to think, what can I do to fill the time? How is everybody doing tonight? Hello, Jennifer. I see you popping in. Gang, please make sure you're following her. Oh, I could. That's right. December 7th, guys. Hello, Kim. Good to see you. Hello, Sandra D is in the house. Everybody's coming in. Amy's internet went down. She'll be right back. But yes, thank you, Kim. If you guys are in the Bedford, Indiana area this December 7th, please head over to Misty's shop. I along with Amie and Bill of Garden Guy Bill, also Barb of the, God, words are tough tonight because now I'm nervous. So Barb of Winking Owl, she will be attending. Also Fatbird Finds. So the host has blocked me. What? What has happened? From entering? That what? Host has blocked you from entering, it says. That's weird, okay? Oh, this is going to be fun tonight. This is going to be fun here tonight. I don't know how to get Amie in, so I don't understand what has happened, why that's saying that. It's Amy's messaging me, telling me that it says that she is blocked. So hello, everybody. Amie, hopefully you can try again. I'm not sure why that's saying that. So let's see what I can do on my end here to resolve this. Oh, StreamYard. Let's go in here to settings. Let's see here for guests. Let's see that. All right, Amie, let's try it again. Hold on. Come back in, Amie, if you can still hear me. It did. It banned you as a guest. So I unclicked that. So, Amie, you should be able to come back in now. I don't know why that banned you from coming in. But, wow, Amie tries again. Just come back into the same link, Amie. You should be all right now. Took it down and had you blocked. But I cleared that out of the queue, so you should be good to go, Amie. So, try it again, Amie, if you can. There we go. I see you coming in. What's going on here tonight, Amie?
What's going on? Okay.
No.
It's all fine. I was like, the user has banned you from entering.
And it did. I went in under the guest settings and it did. It banned you. I didn't. All right. So you got Karen in at 20 still.
So my internet went out briefly, but I heard it come back on.
Okay.
So I was like, please don't let us lose power. Because we lost power like last week for no apparent reason. So anyways,
Karen's in at 20.
Karen was at 20.
Yes.
I was doing the countdown, right?
You were getting ready to. Yes, and then you froze.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Rewind. All right.
Button like a naughty person in church. Lord have mercy.
Oh, okay. Let's count it down. Hopefully this Cupid ghost thing is not haunted.
I hope not.
So let's count it down. Karen's in at 20, so we're looking for 21.
Oh my God.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Lowered.
Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for holding tight with us.
Yes, sorry you guys.
Oh man. I am. And the air is running too. It is running. It's
Okay. Thank you, Karen, for the bid end. All right. So Karen Kennedy had a just in case of 30. MJ had a just in case of 32. But Aaron had a just in case of 40. So for 33, Aaron, it's coming to you. And just let me know if you want the frame or no frame. Thank you so much.
my goodness. It's kind of weird that we're selling Halloween stuff and it's acting so weird. So
Who knows?
all right, gang, $12 choice. These are in superb condition just due to the crepe paper, the staples. These are probably 60s, 70s, I think. Probably more 60s, I would say.
Oh, those are awesome.
With the crepe paper. So these are new old stock party hats. They're in very good condition. A lot of times with this early crepe paper, it starts to disintegrate and fall off. I don't think there's even any fading to it. The graphics are in very good condition. These are fun to actually use and put on top of your plastic pumpkins. So they're very usable in the aspect that you can pop these on top of those plastic candy buckets that we used to go around to get candy in, and they look really fun on there. So $12 choice. They even have the little elastic still. I don't want to pull too hard. Like I said, the crepe paper's in very good condition, and this one has the little ghost coming out of the jack-o'-lantern, and it says, "A haunting we will go." So you can see it's very clean up in there. There's no rusting to the staples. There is a little discoloration due to the crepe paper. The date again on these, I'm only speculating because of the crepe paper. I'm going to say these are probably from the 1960s, okay? I would believe by the 70s, they probably eliminated the crepe paper. It's probably in that 60s because in the 50s, this would have been more paper, not so lacquered, let's call it. So I'm dating these probably to the 1960s. I cannot find a mark on them where they say USA. If it is, it's probably underneath the crepe paper, and I don't want to go pulling on that and ruin the crepe paper, okay? So I'm almost certain that these are made in the USA, and I do believe that this would have come in a series of other characters for a party, but the ones that I have tonight is the little ghost guy who's popping out of the pumpkin. Again, there is no really discoloration. You can see the yellow or the gold and the orange and the black in there for the crepe paper. So, and then your other choice, and the crepe paper is down a little bit on this one. I was hoping that I would see USA right here, but I bet you the USA is down here on the bottom part. And then the second one that you can choose from, thank you, Blueberry. I see you in at 13. Sharon, I see you in at 14. And then this one is your owl with the trick or treat. So they both measure, the way they're sitting, they measure about 8 inches tall by about 6 across. And I believe that the company probably used these same designs for multiple years. So I'm probably pretty sure that you could find one without the crepe paper, and it probably would have been like a later version of it. But just in my experience of selling like the party ones and some of the other holiday ones, due to the fact that the crepe paper is on there, that's definitely got to be from the 1960s. So again, they're in very good condition. This one does curl, but it looks like they didn't curl it all the way at the factory. So the staple, I mean, you guys could do a little bit different if you want, but remember, these were made to be thrown away. So let me show you one more time. The owl, the graphics are in superb condition. You have yellows, you have oranges, you have blacks. These don't necessarily glow under black light. Look at those great leaves. I mean, that's fun. Amie, would you say I'm about right with the period of these? I mean, you go to a lot of the holiday shows. I think you're muted, Amie. You go to a lot of the
I am. Yes,
shows.
I concur.
Okay. So, and they both measure 8 inches tall. So let's go ahead and count these down, and you will either pick ghost or owl. We'll make it really easy. So we're looking for 15 or more, and let's go ahead and count them down, owl or ghost. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. They're probably Japan or USA. I couldn't find a manufacturer that, quote, this was their design, but it's definitely 60s at its best. And I have one that I'll be selling with the Valentinos that is from the 50s, and then you'll be able to see the difference in them. So They were different. So there is the bid end. Thank you so much. So Sharon had a just in case of 19, but Miss Sherry Buchanan had a just in case of 30. So at 20, Sherry, you get first choice. Did you want the owl or the ghost? And then Sharon, you will have backup at 19. And if you guys pass on those, we'll be back to Blueberry Barn. So we'll see which one Sherry wants. So Sherry, they're both yours. Thank you so much. And congratulations. All right, Miss Amie.
And yes, all of our Florida friends, I hope you guys are safe from the hurricane that is headed your way.
I'm not even watching.
We're in the thick of hurricane season right now.
I'm sorry. I didn't even know about that. We're so busy at the store. I had no idea.
$45, Jason. And this is a lot. This is a lot of items I put together. And you're going to get everything that you're going to see. Now, I will say that I'm going to give full-on credit to Miss Ariana at the Withering Cottage for this hanging purse ephemera holder lot idea. She does a great job at putting these kind of things together. I found the purse months ago and I was like, I need to find something cool to put in there. And so then like just within the past couple weeks, I found the other things to complete. Now you're going to get everything that is here. But we're going to take these out and I'm going to talk about the purse first because purse is really the star of the show. And I know it's not going to focus on camera, but up here by the clasp, it does say patented February 27th, 1900. So we're dealing with a Victorian, chatelaine purse. It's not sterling silver. I did seek the concurrence from Ariana. There is some wear to the silver here, and you can see some of the other underneath metal. So it is not sterling silver, but it is very highly ornate. It does have the pullback clasp here, and it's not decorative on the back. But what I can tell you is that it's fully glass beaded. It is steel cut beads here, all in black, and it does have some weight to it. Now, I will say that there are a few missing areas where some fringe would be. There's a couple on the side, this one side that are missing, and a couple from the bottom. But for the most part, the beading is absolutely fantastic on this. Now, a chatelaine, if you're not familiar, Victorian women had a belt that they would wear, and they could attach a purse, a pocket watch, perfume, any sort of thing that a lady might need when she goes out on the town or to a fancy dinner, something like that. So that is the clasp that you're seeing. This would be the part that you could attach to the belt and have it hang. The purse is, I think it's in very nice condition. All right. But the inside does have some wear. It does have black silk lining on the inside. It does have some wear on the inside. It's probably, I mean, that's about as best as I can show you. Same kind of lining that jewelry caskets typically have, but it does have some wear. All right, so then next, you're going to get, I did find a fabulous antique cabinet card with some 3 ladies on it that have the most fancy, look at the velvet collars and the details on these. I have added the witchy hats on here, and this particular cabinet card is from Toledo, Ohio. So that was just tucked down in the pocket. And then I also, these are not antique, okay? But these are probably 40s, 50s, burnt orange gloves. I found these in Ohio in my latest video that came out. And I thought that these were the perfect accessory to drape inside of the purse to kind of make the whole thing. And then you can hang this on the wall. Hang it on the wall for an instant display. But really, this early 1900s Victorian beaded purse is the star of the show. I loved the purse when I picked it up, but once I started doing more research on it and confirmed with Ariana, it's pretty special. These kind of purses go in the hundreds of dollars, just saying. But it does have a couple of the tassels missing, but I think it's pretty cool piece of ephemera. And the purse and the little gloves that go with it. So the purse, before I count it down with a countdown of interest, the purse measures 7.5 by 5.5, and the chatelaine chain there is an extra 3.5 inches. Okay. So I'm going to do the countdown of interest for this. We're looking for 45, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Tina sells these purses at the store. She can't even touch them at that to even try to resell them. I mean, that's a fraction.
All right, there's a bid end from Karen. Dusty Moose knows. Dusty Moose knows. I know. Michelle knows with these purses. Congratulations, Michelle. It's coming to you. Thank you so much.
Amie, did you paint those hats on those witches?
I didn't. Nope. They're black. It's black construction paper, and then I just kind of drew some shadows and things.
That's what I thought.
On there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. You did a good job, Amie. All right, $8 choice, and I have some Halloween tally cards, okay? They're all unused, and they are each unique. So $8 choice, if you guys were here when I had the tally cards last, I have some folks that come into the store, and they buy these, and they use these as ornaments to do a Halloween tree, okay? So one of them doesn't have a back. I don't know if it's missing it, but two of them open as a book. This first one is pretty doggone unique. You got to kind of see what's going on here. So,
oh, the tally cards.
$8. You have an anthropomorphic, let's call it that, jack-o'-lantern who's playing.
He must not have a very good poker hand.
No, I mean, but honestly, what's fun about that, he's got, now I'm not condoning, he's got a cigarette. So he has a cigarette in his hand. He has a cocktail in his hand. And look at his little boa hanging down there. And he's got his little candle outside on top of his head. He is an Angie pumpkin. Thank you, MJ. I see you're 8. I just think this, I can't take my eyes off of this. And all of these, I believe these tally cards are probably from the 40s.
Wait, Jason, does he have a cigarette in his other hand?
Yes, I said I don't condone smoking, but he's got a cigarette in his little mitt right there. The candle is above on the top of the hat.
I have so many questions. And
he's drinking an old fashioned. It's crazy. I love it. I mean, this is probably one of the most favorite tally cards that I've ever seen.
That's pretty epic.
And then here in the back, somebody has written a 3 out of 5. I don't know what that's all about. And then this is the back part of where the cards are on the front, and then it opens up. So this one measures just about 3¼ inches tall by 3 inches wide. So, and again, each one of these has the little string on it. So these are super fun to hang maybe in your Halloween garland. I do know folks tuck these in with their leaves, like if you do it on your mantle top. So that's going to be your first one. Your second one, we're looking for 9 or more. I believe this one, I don't want to pull too hard. This one is just a one piece. So I can't say that it's ripped. I don't know. I do know most of these open up. So we'll just say maybe this one is just the front part. It's missing the back part. But it is this really dapper owl. And the jack-o'-lantern, him's a little afraid of him there. He's just a little scared. Jack-o'-lantern's scared of the owl. But
he's afraid of his waistcoat.
He is. And look at that bow tie. I mean, he's mad if he doesn't win the game, honest to Pete. So this one measures about 3 inches wide by 2.5 inches tall. So the first one we will call pumpkin. This one we'll call owl. This one I think is really fun if you're going to use it in the background and put a little figurine in front of it.
That one's really cool.
Now we have a haunted house. We have some crazy little silhouettes going on up there. You can see the face in the window down there. You can sort of see the silhouette of somebody upstairs in front of this spooky orange moon. Okay. This one is in a book. I don't know if the yarn was original or somebody added it. And then you have the score here on the inside. So they're all 3 unused and they're really fun and unique. These are fun to pop into your flower frogs. They're fun to use on a Halloween tree or any of the other things that I sort of just mentioned. So this one is 3 by 3. Again, I believe these are prior to the 50s. They're probably 1940s tally cards. The owl one might be 1930s. Okay. So we have Always Sunny in at 9. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 10 or more. This one you'll claim as house. If you're interested, if you win, that one will be house. This one will be owl. And again, they made hundreds, if not thousands, of different tally cards, and they are fun to collect. So, and then this one, my God, cigarette and an old fashioned, and that one will be pumpkin. So let's count them down. If you're a bidder, you can use it just in case. If someone's still interested, you can put in.
These would be $45 each.
I know.
Midwest holiday show. No,
I know we're giving them away, Amy. We're giving them away. So $10 choice. Even if you're a reseller and you can get more for them, you could buy them and resell them. So 10 or more. Let's count them down. We'll 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I want to know what he's thinking in there. What? He is mad. He does not have the winning cards.
And I think we talked about this before too, that like if you like did a Halloween tree and use these as ornaments.
Right. Yep. And then I was even saying maybe mix them in with garland. You can do that too. All right, guys. So everything came in here at the end. So we have Always Sunny Thrifting at 11. MJ with a just in case. A Blueberry Barn came in with a 13. Smalls, I'm so sorry your 13 came in after the bid end. And my chat is lagging on my phone. I have to reset that. So Blueberry Barn, let me know which ones you wanted. This one is house. And again, you can see the silhouettes in those windows. So don't let that fool you. It's not just a house. And then you have owl. And then you have pumpkin. And you can take all three if you want.
Man.
And then you want the smoking pumpkin and the haunted house. Okay, they are both yours. Thank you so much. So spooky, we got MJ. So we have, he's dapper. And then that's not discoloration. That's supposed to be shadowing there on the side of his face, I believe. So MJ, let me know if you were interested in owl. You could have the owl for 12. All right, MJ, thank you guys so much and congratulations. All right, Miss Amy.
All right, handmade round up next. It's going to be a choice, and it's going to start at 45. I do have two witchies tonight, and they both have candy-themed dresses. That's why I decided to bring them together. And they're both a little bit different. So obviously you can see the colorways are different. So I'm going to go through each one. Okay, so this one I'm calling the Orange Candy. Okay, and she does have the felt witch hat, and that is attached. The hats do not come off. So she's got fun gray hair to kind of pull out the gray that is in her dress. Hand painted face, really cool vintage. It kind of looks like lace almost. Very cool vintage button at the top of the dress. We've got candy corn and wrapped candy and stars all over print, and then like a black and gray stripe for the pleats, carries down to the socks, and then little black felt shoes. Does have hook and loop on the back of the dress. And I will sign them back here on the back. So they get a little personal tattoo before they head out the door. All right, so that's choice number one, is the Orange Candy with the gray striped and gray hair. So that's choice number one. Choice number two, they're wicked cute. Thank you, Dee. The second one has bright yellow hair. Same deal. She's got another really fun vintage button with kind of a rhinestone in the center. And then I'm gonna call her Black Candy. So she has a black background and candy corn stars and little swirly bits throughout the print on this one. And then this fun bright orange kind of splattery print there in the pleat. Goes down to the socks and black shoes as well. So this one I'm calling Black Candy, and this one I'm calling Orange Candy. They're witchy sisters. And I mean, candy corn can be controversial. Some people like it, and some people think it tastes like crayons. I like it mixed with peanuts. And I know Dusty Moose does too. If you combine the two, it should taste like a payday. That's the only way that I like candy corn. I don't like it on its own. But you know, some people really love it, and it's like you have to have it at Halloween time. Measurement for these guys, they are 19 inches tall to the top of their hat, to their bottom of their feet, and about 7.5 inches wide because of their little pigtail poking out the side there. All right, so those are your two choices. Nikki Moss, hello, welcome in. So we're looking for 51 or more on a choice. Thank you so much, Tammy. We're going to count them down, and don't forget, just in cases: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dead end. We've reached the point in the broadcast where I'm having trouble counting backwards.
StreamYard got me stressed tonight.
Uh-huh.
It got me stressed out. Let me tell you what. Woo.
All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. So Smalls had the high bid of 52. Tammy did put in a just in case. So Tammy, you get first choice at 53. Let me know if you want orange candy or black candy or gray or yellow, whatever is easiest for you to put in the chat. Second choice is going to go to Smalls, and then back to Sherry. Sherry got something really epic from Ariana last night. I'm just going to say. Epic.
I didn't get a chance. I watched a little bit. I popped in to say hello.
Okay, Tammy's going to take the orange candy gray hair one. So Smalls, let me know if you want the black candy dress with the yellow hair. And then Sherry's on deck if Smalls passes. Black.
I don't know. The Halloween sales, I don't know. Yes.
She wanted gray, but we'll do the yellow. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that she got one. I know that you missed it the last time. Thank you so much.
All right, guys.
Okay.
So $18 is my next round, and I have some Cupies. And again, me and Amie didn't even talk to each other about any of this, nor did we know. So I did a little research on this. This is a sculpt that you can find. They did make this for a couple different, they made it a couple different times and in a couple different decades, okay? I believe I have the earlier bisque version, and I'll explain to you why. The later ones were hollow, okay? So if you do research, you'll see that the feet were hollow porcelain, okay? So I believe mine is the earlier one. So I believe this one is probably from the 1920s or 1930s. The mark you see on the one's little belly, I believe that's remnants of the original sticker. So I did not take that off, okay? If you want to take it off, you can with a magic eraser, but I left it on because I believe that that is part of its original label that's on there, okay? So in the back here, you can see that we'll show you the little Cupid wings. I thought these would be great. They're kind of like little twins, like spooky twins for your Halloween display, and it does say that it is made in Japan. Now, I can sort of want to see that there's some kind of a signature here. You can sort of see the round part on the leg. I don't know if that's a manufacturing defect, but I can kind of tell that there wants to be something there. I couldn't find that they were signed Rose O'Neal right there, but I did find one that also had some remnants there, so I believe that's the sticker. So $18, they did make these, multiple different companies. This one is bisque. Again, I think because of the way the eyes are hand painted on there. And I also can tell you that the feet are not hollow, okay? If they are hollow, they are newer in the essence that they are 30s, 40s, 50s on up even into the 80s. Some of the companies made them. So this is your older one. And they are the Cupies. Let me show you. You can see the little wing right there underneath the head there, and then you see the little wing right there. Am I doing this justice, Amie? I bow to you if you know any more info than I
think so. I think you have the time period right, probably 30s, 40s
right
on those. Typically, the early 1900 ones are going to be Germany.
Yes, right. And this one, you're right. Yep. Yeah. So this, like I say, this is an earlier one, not an older one, and it measures 3.5 inches tall by 2.5 inches wide, okay? And they are pink. They are flesh tone. You can see that they do have their cute little rosy cheeks. You can see all of the hair. You can see the little cupie hair here on the top. And again, no chips or cracks except for their little booty cracks. I don't know if that counts or not. So let's go ahead and count these little fellas down. They are super cute. I just think they have a great aesthetic to put into your Halloween or your Cupid. And again, you guys can clean that off if you want to, but I believe that's part of the original label that was on there. So we're looking for 19 or more. Thank you for the bid, Jill. So let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You're right, Melanie. They are so sweet and adorable. You can even see their little eyelashes. He's just rubbing his old belly. He got a tummy ache.
He's like, too much Halloween candy.
They did. They ate too much of the candy corn and the cashews. So congratulations, Jill. Coming to you. Enjoy. Thank you so much.
All right, 16, Jason.
All right.
All right, and this is a pair of items. I did allude to the fact that I had one more pot holder this evening, but you're not just getting the pot holder in this round, you're also getting it with a cookbook. All right, so here is the last Halloween pot holder. I really don't, I before these, I'd never seen Halloween pot holder. So this is meant to be like a little lantern, like a little paper lantern. And then it's got the little jack-o'-lantern light strand that goes across the front. This one, the provenance on the back, this one is actually made in Englewood, Colorado, from Miss Albertine. I had some Easter ones earlier in the year made by Albertine, and it's dated 1966. Halloween lantern there on the back. So that is the last Halloween pot holder, and it's coming with the cutest little witchy cookbook. And let me show you the cookbook. So it's the Little Witch's Black Magic Cookbook. It does date to 1972. It's really darn cute. Look at that cute little scene there. And look at the little happy cat that's helping the witch. I don't know. Looks like she's cutting up an apple maybe there on the table. But this is really darn cute. And oh, there's a bonus recipe in here for homemade brownies.
Ooh.
I could go for a homemade brownie. That
Sign me up,
really
Amie.
good. So this was produced by Xerox, which is really interesting to me. But it does have a copyright of 1972. So it is first edition. They did remake this a few other years as well. So it kind of tells you how to prepare for cooking, the kind of things that you're going to need. This little cat kind of shows up throughout the whole cookbook as well. And it's interesting that it's an orange cat and it's not a black cat, but it kind of tells you like the different utensils that you might need and different bowls and sort of things. And then we get into, I'm not going to show everything in here, but it's very highly detailed, illustrated. And I like that it's the bicolor illustrations where it's just kind of orange and black and a little bit of gray in here. And then we get into some of the recipes, ghost toast. Ooh. Ghost toast. And then we've got brews and potions, which are drinks and desserts. As we go along, chocolate shivers. Ooh. There's some really fun recipes in here. I loved these kind of cookbooks when I was a kid, for sure. And pickled peanut butter burgers. I don't know about that one.
Peanut butter birds? What's in a peanut butter bird, Amie?
A pickled peanut butter burger, 2 hamburger rolls, 1 tablespoon of butter, 4 tablespoons of peanut butter, and 4 pickle slices, any kind you like. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that one. There's some other things in here too, for how you can do a Halloween party and the kind of decorations. I think there's even games that you can play. Here's like a little spooky dip recipe. There's just cool stuff in here. I thought this was cutesy. This is really fun. You could actually use this, with your grandkids, something like that. How to make a witch's hat out of construction paper. That's always, useful knowledge to know. And there's an index in the back that tells you everything that's there. But you're going to get the pair because you can't have a cookbook without a pot holder, right?
Nope.
Okay. So I see smalls is in at 18. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 19 or more. I did want to note that the pot holder is from 1966 and it measures 6 by 5.5, and the cookbook is from 1972. All right, let's count it down for the lot. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Yeah, I'm going to pass on a peanut butter and pickle sandwich.
I would take a bite of it. I would take a bite of it just to say I did it.
I mean, you did try butter bits from 1966.
I did.
So
I did.
That doesn't surprise me. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Let me see here. So Kimmy had a 20. Kimmy or 27 did come in after the bid end. Smalls had a just in case of 26. MJ had a just in case of 28. Aaron at Blueberry Barn had a just in case of 30 before the bid end. So Aaron, this is coming to you for 29. Thank you so much.
Oh, John says they're good.
Peanut butter and bread butter pickle sandwich. Okay, John.
All right.
Okay.
All right. All right, John. John, when I get to Chicago, we're gonna make some. So, all right, guys. $48, and I have a really fun head vase. She's in really good condition. She is made by, I want to make sure, by Rel Poe. I thought she kind of had a great fall kind of feel. Yes, there are some daisies. They made this in two different colorways. They made it in pink and they made it in the yellow. And I have the yellow one, okay? I don't think there's any yellow ones online right now. And it was hard for me to actually find a comp on a yellow one. So she's in super good condition. This sculpt here was very susceptible to damage. There's no damage on her flowers. There's no damage to her bow. Her bow has all of the gold polka dots with no wear to it. All of the paint is intact there for her face. She was used. I did my best to clean all of that out. But if you guys know head vases, you know that if they have the hand that, is, kind of applied later, very susceptible to breakage. And a lot of these ones, I think this is when Relpo kind of tried to compete with some of the higher glossy ceramics. But these bows are always one of the first things to break. So you can sort of see the airbrushing yellow. She is getting washed out. It does ombre up into more yellow up at the top. She is a little black-haired girl. She's in super good condition, and I think she's really fun. I thought she kind of had like a Victorian kind of spooky feel about her with a little tick of the 1950s or 60s. Again, she's in very good condition. Usually when you do find this sculpt or sculpts that are like this with the big, huge bow, usually there's some breakage or chippage. There is none. Okay, you can actually see the yellow bow. The yellow here in the middle of the daisies. You can see all the cold paint on her face is still intact, and her hat is just beautiful, okay?
I have never seen her in yellow. I've only seen her in pink.
That's what I was going to say. I could not find any comps on any yellows. I did have a little chance to flip through one of our head vase books, and I think I did find the yellow one the other day when I was looking her up. So let me get in here. She is a little washed out there. You can definitely see the yellow on her. The yellow does go around completely. There's not a ton of yellow on her hat, but the yellow is on each one of her daisies. If you had the pink one, there would be pink in the place of all of the yellow spots. So Nikki Moss, thank you so much, is in at 48. She's a middle-sized one. She measures about 5.5 inches tall by 5 inches wide, and she's darling. I mean, she
reminds me of Mary Poppins, like when they go ride the carousel horses, out on the field. Yeah,
you're right. And a lot of these ones with the metallic paint that they use, it starts to kind of fade and discolor. There is none of that going on here. All of her polka dots are still intact. None of them are lighter than the other. And I think it's the big bow. I think it's the big, sharp-cornered bow that really pulls it all together. And putting her in with the Halloween, it just kind of fit. It just kind of had a good look to it. So She's actually stamped on the bottom with the little bit of an older style stamp, no sticker, no real crazy, no stains. The only issues is in the inside, you can see she was used a little bit. So let's go ahead and count her down. Thank you so much, Nikki, for your bid. We're looking for 49 or more. I would say that she's probably late 50s, early 60s, somewhere in that window of time for her. So hello, Mary. So good to see you guys. So let's go ahead and count her down. 49 or more, and we are doing just in case if you're an active bidder. Thank you so much, Blueberry. I think she's fantastic too. Okay, and Tina found her. I'll give Tina the credit. Tina's the one. Tina's the one that found her. So we're counting it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I'm with you, Melanie. That face. Oh, and she has a blue eyes. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. Some folks really like to know, you know. Oh, did you see that eye roll all the way upstairs, honey? Oh, I'll be sleeping on the couch tonight. So thank you, Karen G. Thank you for being our official bid ender, and thank you, Kim, for being our backup. Nikki, congratulations. She's coming to you for the 48. All right, Miss Amy.
Congratulations. Okay.
I got to get out of this before I get in more trouble.
You're digging a deeper hole, Jason. Okay.
Always.
The $30.
All right. Story of my life.
I have a pretty epic piece of redware, black cat piece tonight. Now, I will say that there is a repair, and I will show it to you, but it's a good repair, and it's not noticeable from the outside. This is a Shafford, Japan, and actually, before I got to show you the goodness, because usually this is missing. That Shafford foil sticker is never on the pieces, but it's there. So I do love a foil sticker. So these are the Black Cat redware. So they're redware pottery. They did a whole huge series of these black cats. And any color that you're seeing on the cats, the green, the red, and the white is all cold paint. And I can say that it's pretty fantastic condition. There's a couple little areas of missing paint, but not too bad. Typically, it's like the whiskers are gone, the little eyelashes are gone. Most of the eyes are usually gone. So it's still got pretty good paint on here. Now, I will say, so this is the jam and marmalade. Jam and marmalade. You can see the top of here, we've got a J for jam and the M for marmalade. Now, I will tell you that the spoon, so these are very similar to the spoofy spoons on the Holt Howard Pixieware. They have the little attached spoons. Now, this one has been repaired, but someone has touched it up so that the line kind of blends in there a little bit better. It is very hard to see, but that spoon has been repaired. The other one is fine. The other one does not have any repairing to it. There's the other spoon. There is some paint scratching too, like where you would pick up the handles of the spoons. And that's pretty much like the most paint wear, I can say. So like the top of the J has a couple little spots on it. I'm really trying to be picky about it, but really it's in excellent condition. I've seen these much worse. And then in the middle here, they kind of share a tail. So kind of spooky because they're like conjoined twin cats that share a tail, you know, for Halloween, of course. Of course, this line was not meant to be specifically for Halloween any day, but there's the backside. Really nice condition. That's about it. Besides the spoon repair, I didn't think that like it took away from the piece at all, because the repair was so good and the piece was still there. Sometimes the pieces, if they get broken, they go missing, but really nice shape. So measurement for this piece is 6 by 4 by 3, and it does date to the 1950s, this whole series that Shafford did. All right, so I see Meow Meow, Miss Wanda is in at 33, so we're looking for 34 or more. Let's count it down and keep it moving. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And it's the jam spoon that has the repair.
I never knew that before until you taught me that right now, Amy, that the one bow looks like a J and the other one looks like an
Oh
M.
yeah, yep.
Never knew that. And I've had this once or twice to sell.
It's a good piece. I don't see it very often compared to some of the other pieces. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, some just in cases in play there at the end. Wanda had a just in case of 43. Kimmy had a just in case of 50, but Smalls put in a just in case of 62. So Smalls, this is coming to you for 51. Congratulations. Meow meow. Thank you so much. Hey,
Hello.
Tippy.
How are you, Tippy Wink? So good to see you. My next round is going to start at $38, and you're going to get the whole lot. Okay, you're going to get them all. I found 2 of these when I was with Amy and Pam, and then I bought the other one at Mother Tucker's. So I wanted to bring all 3 of them together, and I know that these are very collectible, and I very seldom find the large ghost.
These are good.
Each one of these is different because they were hobbyists, and they were very popular in the 70s and into the very early 80s. And each one has a different face. So these I kind of thought when I paired them together, and it is 38 for all 3, kind of thought that this was Mama Ghost, okay? And also, Jamie of Mid-Century Wasted is probably the one who made this. She was a youngin' back in 76. So Jamie is the one who made
I
this.
can see Jamie doing that.
And if you guys collect these or research these, go start looking up some of these hobbyist ones that are 12 inches tall. So you're going to get the Mama one that is 12 inches tall. And then you're also going to get, Karen, did you see that Smalls gets it for 44? Did you need to?
Kimmy had a just in case of 50.
50.
So it would be 51.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So Smalls gets it. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to get all 3 of them. Thank you, Melanie. You're going to get the larger one in at 12, and then you're going to get the 2 ones that look like the little goofy kids. I don't know if they're little boys or girls. So both of these have different faces, and they are 5 inches tall. So here is this one. I believe that this is probably one of the little kids, and it's in very good condition. And somebody just signed this with initials here on the bottom. So there you can see some. Do you have to clean up anything from the last go round, Amy?
Yeah. Okay, I see it now. So Kimmy didn't put in a straight bid, so therefore the just in case didn't count. Okay, so thank you, Karen. I didn't catch that. So yes, Smalls, you get the jar for 44, not 51.
Gotcha. Yep.
Thank you.
I didn't catch that either. Between StreamYard and everything tonight, I'm amazed that I'm able to put sentences together tonight. So again, you get all 3 of these for $38. This one is a fun little, and each one of these is different because they're all, hobbyist or studio made. They're each hand painted. I think they're done with good quality. So here is your first one at 5 inches tall. And then the second one is a little goofier faced one. He's a little, he got into the pickle and peanut butter.
On him. I didn't know ghosts had noses.
He got into the pickle and peanut butter sandwich.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like peanut butter and banana, but I don't know.
So in this
and peanut butter.
This one is signed the K, C, and S, just like the other one. So for your 38, I don't know, do the math. You're getting 3 of these hobbyist ghosts. So
those are really well done too.
They are, and they have a nice high glaze on them. So these 2 I found separately, couldn't separate them, and then I found the larger one. So you'll get these 2 that are 5 inches tall. Each one is different because they're hobbyist made, and it was a big thing to craft these in the 1970s. So you get the 2 that are 5 inches tall, and then you get the larger one, which you don't often find.
Usually it's just like 2 black dots and no mouth. That's usually how these are painted. When I see them, that's how they're painted.
And I thought this was really super fun, especially the way that the face is done. I thought them together. I was going to sell these actually in the Valentino sale, and I pulled them because I thought they kind of had a great look together. If you were looking for, maybe, and it could be a father, but I was thinking like a mother with 2 children. And this one is coming in at a whopping 12 inches tall. And this one was actually crafted in 1976 by Jamie. So I don't know if I have the thick enough paper, but you can kind of get the idea if you have them all together here. I think it's just a nice, fun little arrangement. and it would make a great fun centerpiece. For $38, you get all 3 of the hobbyist ghosts. So we'll do a countdown of interest. Remember, guys, we're not doing a recap. I kind of like now that I have them sit like this, you can see the black outline. It kind of pops the other one pretty well. So you're going to get all 3 for one money, $38. Let's count them down. Usually the larger one goes for just that. So countdown of interest from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Nikki. I see you're 38. And if, just again, so I know that I'm explaining it right, you get all 3 of them. We're not going to do choice on these. The 2 little youngins I found up in Du Bois, and then the larger one I found at Mother Tucker's. So, Nikki Moss, thank you so much. I think it's a great little collection. So, the way the night's going, let me sit them down very slowly.
All friendly ghosts.
They are. Thank you, guys. And thank you so much, Nikki. I'm sure you're going to enjoy them.
$20, Jason.
You got it.
I had a quick pause and grab this out of my Springfield hoard over there. I forgot. I did get this at Springfield over the weekend. And it's an awesome Halloween noisemaker. Usually I don't see these. Usually they're in locked cases at antique malls, but I really loved the winking owl holding the jack-o'-lantern in front of the crescent moon there. It is U.S. metal toy manufacturing, made in the USA, stamped there on the back. It's pretty good graphic-wise. Actually, you'll see in the video, which is coming out this Sunday, actually, that there was a table of noisemakers, and there was actually 2 of these, and the other one was pretty scratched up. This one, the graphic is pretty nice on it, and if it can stand up if you just kind of lean it a little bit, because the plastic handle that is actually the noisemaker clicker part helps it stand up rather than having to have it lean. I really liked it. Bright graphics on here. Now I'm not going to click it. It's super loud. You turn the handle and it clicks super loud. Like I'm not going to do it because I will wake up my husband. I'll wake up the puppy as well. So we're not going to do that tonight. But you're meant to hang on to it and then kind of, that's the kind that you're supposed to do with it. Or you can just turn the handle as well. Measurement for it is 4 3/4 by 2.5 by 2. So 2 kind of at the width of where the handle is. All right. So I see MJ is in at 21. Kimmy's in at 22. So we're looking for 23 or more. And I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hooty hoo. Bid end.
Yeah, William, you're right. A lot of this stuff did get thrown away too, not just this stuff too.
Yeah, a lot of things like this when they were made were just meant to be disposable, which is kind of crazy to think about. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, MJ had the high bid at 26. Miss Gutierrez put in a just in case of 40. So Debbie, it's coming to you for 27. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, I got a choice round, $10 choice. These are probably 70s. They made these into the 80s, but they were super thin. And each one of these is marked Hong Kong. And the paint is superb on these. These were meant to be little cake toppers. Okay, so you would lay them on top of your cake or any kind of pastry baked goods you wanted to. So it's $10 choice. I have 4 for you to choose from. I have 2 of the witches. You can see the paint is in remarkable condition. Maybe my camera will show you. You can see some of the stamping there. It does say Hong Kong. It says another name, and I can't read it. But I think these had a little glow to them. So these are really fun. No, there's no real glow to these. These are fun that you can prop these into your flower frog, or you can put them into arrangements. You can use these in all sorts of displays. these aren't getting any easier to find. And there is absolutely no paint wear or scratches. These are like new condition. This is like a lime green here or a neon green down here at the bottom. You can see how they gave the witch the eyelashes and her orange hair and her black hat. So you get choice on these, and these measure about 4.5 by 3. So 4.5 by 3, $10 choice. And then these are some of my favorite little black cats that they made. Then you have these two to choose from at $10 each. And these are also made in Hong Kong. They are the thicker plastic. As the decades went on, they got thinner and thinner. You can find a version of these are like almost paper thin. Paper thin plastic. But these are the good old fashioned ones. Look at the detail.
I love the stylized black cat there.
Yeah, I do too. And the black polka dot. And to think that these were made to then be put on a cake and then thrown away. These are in superb. And the painting is so good. So $10 choice. You have 2 of these to pick from. And again, you can see the paint is not really scratched up or worn. This also measures about 4.5 by 3. So there is your one to choose from. And Amy, you're right. That stylized cat. If you guys love black cats, and when I do find these, if I do, sometimes the tail is broke, but there's no damage there. You're right. It's such a fun cat. And then you have this one right here in very good condition. And these you used to see pretty often. I don't see these all that often anymore. So, and then I figured maybe somebody would want one of each. So I have 4 for you to choose from. I have 2 of the witches and I have 2 of the pumpkins for you to choose from. And they are $10 start if anyone's interested, but we will do a countdown of interest. So if anyone's interested, they are $10 and they are made in Hong Kong and they are the thicker plastic. So they're probably 1970s would be my best guess. Susan, thank you. I see you in at 10. So we're looking for 11 or more. And it will be on choice. I have 2 of the witches and 2 of the pumpkins. So let's count them down. If you're an active bidder, you can use it just in case. So we're looking for 11 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Susan is still in at 10. We're looking for 11 or more. And Susan, right now you'll have choice on however many you want. I got 2 witches and 2 pumpkins. And there is our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. Thank you guys for hanging tight with us with the issues StreamYard did. We're pushing through. We're going to get through here soon. So, Susan, let me know. Did you want one of each? Did you want 2 witches, 2 pumpkins? You have first choice. Maybe you want all 4 as party favors. I don't know. But I got 2 pumpkins or 2 witches. And you let me know what you want. All right. You got one of each, Susan. Thank you so much. And congratulations. All right, Amy.
All right. 16, Jason.
All right.
I think this was in my video that came out on Sunday. Yes, it was. I liked this. I've seen these before, but I've never seen one in person. Right. And this is meow, 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 meow. The coolest velvet black cat masquerade mask. And it's just super fun. Now, it is made in Italy. It does have a little paper tag here, manufactured in Italy on the back. Now, I will say there's this is like a little thing to protect the end of your nose, a little felt pad. There is a little discoloration here, probably from somebody wearing it. It looks like there's maybe a little bit up here as well. But it is in really, really nice condition on the front side. It's very soft black velvet. And then there are gold, little foil for the inside of the ears. There's like a little red kind of sequin here in the center and gold foil eyelashes, which are pretty fantastic, and some little blue sequins, a little gold ball for the nose, and these most fantastic whiskers ever. I mean, real cats would probably have envy about all of these whiskers. I think they're pretty epic. And then the a little elastic here is still stretchy. I'm not going to pull on it or anything, but I definitely think you could totally wear this if you really wanted to. What I would do is I would probably tack it here on the back side in 2 spots, and then you could hang it. If you hang it as is, then it just kind of flops forward. But if it were me, that's what I would do, so I could hang it on the wall. I think it would make a fun decoration. You could totally put this on if you have larger plush or larger dollies. I think that would be a fun accent as well. I just really liked it. I have seen these, but I haven't seen it in person, so I had to pick it up. I thought it was really special. Measurement for it, it is 8 inches wide and about 6.5 inches to the top of the ears. I didn't measure the cord. I didn't try this on my face, and I didn't touch it to my face. I just kind of held it up there. But I feel like it's definitely like adult size, meant to like kind of wrap around the face. I think it would be a little big on a child, honestly. But I think it's just, if you want to be kind of a fashionista black cat for Halloween, a really simple, all you need is a black shirt, black pants, basically, and then you got a costume. Anyways, I will do a countdown of interest for it. It is $16, made in Italy. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You're right. They don't make stuff like this. They don't.
No, it's got a great mid-century look about it, too.
It is, yeah. All right, there's the bid end. Thank you, guys. Oh, Kimmy, 17. It came in after the bid end, but Kimmy, if you would like it, it is yours. Just make sure and email me your information. Thank you so much.
All right, Kimmy, congratulations. All right, guys, my next round is going to be $14. $14. Been a hot minute since I had one of these. These became very popular in the 1980s when some folks were phasing blow molds out. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these. It's been a hot minute. Usually none of these really lasted. It is a harder plastic, okay? So this is from the 1980s. It has its original cord to it. This is for the person that can't carve a pumpkin or have like a real life jack-o'-lantern, but wants the kind of look of it. In the 90s, this same company took this mold and then they made them out of like foam. I don't know if you guys remember that. They made them out of foam. This is the earlier version. It is a very hard plastic, okay? But you can see where the bulb inserts in there. It's going to sit and look lovely and look like a real jack-o'-lantern. What I would do is I would get one of those little flickering bulbs and put in it, and I think it would have that.
Or even like a red
Yep.
light would look cool in there.
Or one of the candle ones, or get one of the Christmas ones that flashes on and off. But $14, you're going to have a harder to find one. Not a lot of these stood the test of time. You can even see they did paint the inside. So that is airbrushed on the inside. I'm not sure of the manufacturer. I could not find an exact manufacturer. It does have its original cord. It's one of the older cords, so it doesn't have the toggle switch. So it's early 1980s, maybe very late 70s. It measures 9.5 inches tall by about 8 inches wide. And again, it is in superb condition. I think it is a really cute pumpkin. And again, you don't have to worry about the mess. You can see where they kind of tried to make that look realistic, like part of the top of the pumpkin. You can see how they airbrush it. It is very light. It is made of a harder plastic. I don't want to say it's like a vacuum form or a blow mold, but this is what the companies kind of started to do. I remember them briefly as a kid. They started to market these and get away from the blow molds and go more this route. Then in the 90s, they brought this same exact sculpt back, but it was like a foam. So it was like a cheaper way of making this. They have a couple different faces and a couple different variations. If you could find, they made a longer, thinner one. They have this one. And then I think they have one or two with different style faces. But this has your traditional jack-o'-lantern style face. You can see how they kind of really wanted it to look realistic. They made the orange look slightly different, more with the yellowing. Again, no chips to it, no cracks, and it does have its original cord to it. So let me unplug it here. You guys can see it is one of the older plugs too, okay? But it's safe to plug in, and it's a nice long one. It just doesn't have a toggle to it. So $14. Honestly, these are even hard to find online because I could not find a manufacturer who makes them, but a couple of them do. They sure as heck weren't asking $14. So let's do a countdown of interest. Again, it's a nice large one. It's going to fit in with your blow molds. It is a hard plastic, but I even like it dark like that. So Again, later in the 90s, they made them in foam, but this is the harder plastic. So thank you, Robin. I see you're 14. John, I see you're 15. Let's count it down. We're looking for 16 or more, just in case if you're an active bidder. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I kind of like it dark. You could put a different bulb in and you can see.
He's more spooky when he doesn't have the light on.
You're right. And he has the little clip right there so you can take it in and out if you want to. So there is the bid end. I'm seeing all sorts of things coming in. John gets it. You get it, sir. $15, sir. Robin, you're just in case came in after the bid end. And Kimmy, you're lagging, so you might want to refresh. That way you'll come in before the bid end on the item. So, okay. John, it's yours. Thank you.
Congratulations, John. All right, 24, Jason.
Okay.
All right, I do have, this is my last handmade item of the evening. Meow, meow. I haven't brought one of my handmade kittens to a sale in quite a long time, but I had this, I wanted to get him done for Halloween. It's one of my little black kittens. So this is all sewn out of my brain, pattern and everything. And it is made out of modern fabric. Sometimes my plushes I make out of vintage, but this is a modern kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like an abstract kind of black and gray colored fabric there. I do hand paint all the details on the face. So completely hand painted. I do use textile acrylics, so it's heat set on there, so you don't have to worry about it coming off for whatever reason. But he's got bright yellow eyes. And then I always accent them with a little satin ribbon collar, bow on the back side, and then curly Q tail along the back. Now, these do stand on its own. There we go. So can stand on its own. Measurement for little kitten is 6 by 8.5 inches tall. So to the top of the tail, 8.5 inches. And then 4 inches wide at the width of the head. All right. So I am working on trying to make some more of these as we get closer to Christmas, because these make, when I used to do craft shows, these made a lot of people pick these up for gifts for kiddos and everything like that, or for display. I do make these in lots of different colors. So I see Miss Sharon is in at 28. Thank you so much. Sherry just popped in there with a 29. Thank you, ladies, so much. We're looking for 30 or more on the little black kitten. We'll see if we can get some more of these finished in time for Halloween. Maybe we'll try. No promises. Okay. We're going to count kitten down. We're looking for 30 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meow, meow. Bid end.
He is handsome. You're right, Susan. Ooh.
You guys. Oh my. All right. There's the bid end from Karen. Woo, lots of just in cases. All right. Math. Okay. FJ has a just in case of 44. And Blueberry Barn has a just in case of 55.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. So, Erin, you're the winner at 45. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Meow, meow.
All right, guys. I thought this had a spooky feel about it, but it's great for Valentine's Day. It's even great for a Christmas gift, and it's going to start at just $20. I believe this is from the 1920s. I have this jewelry casket. It is made of metal. You can see that it does have the filigree details throughout. It has 3 little cherubs on it, which are the feet. It does have its original lining, I believe, and it has its original little tacks that are holding it together. So there you can see all 3 of them. You can see that there is kind of like a crushed velvet there on the bottom. And then on the inside, you're going to see my fingerprints on it now. Now on the inside, you can see the red velvet. Okay. It has the beveled glass on here with no damage to it whatsoever. The little handle here is still intact, and it does open up very nicely and very easily. I just thought it had a great kind of feel to kind of mix in with your Halloween. Again, the filigree is in superb condition. Look at all that great detail. Hello, Becky. Good to see you here tonight. And it is the more unique one that it is in the shape of a triangle. Okay, so there's no damage to the glass. The one or two versions of this I found the base had completely fallen out of it online. And mine, I believe, still has, let me take the lid up here for you. I believe mine still has the original velvet in it, or period correct velvet there on the inside. So the glass has absolutely no damage whatsoever. It's got a nice weight to it. Great detail on those cherubs. I do believe it is 1950s. It also has a good Hollywood Regency kind of feel to it. It would be a great gift. Cherubs are awesome to decorate with all year round, but they're even better if you would use this for your Valentine's Day. But I just thought it had kind of a spooky kind of look to it. It just had a feel for some of the stuff that I was offering tonight. So it measures just about 3 inches tall when it's sitting. So just about 3 inches tall, and there's no damage to the cherubs, so there's no cracks to the feet. You can even see that it's very three-dimensional there with it, and then it is about 5 inches at the widest part, okay? So the glass has no scratches to it. There's no chips to it. It's very glossy. Those are my fingerprints. I will clean off before shipping. There you can see that it is beveled. You can see how it is being held in place there. And some of the filigree on here is just phenomenal. All that great detail. And then you can see down there at the very bottom, right around here, they have it sort of tacked in to hold the bottom into the jewelry box. So if you guys aren't all about those metal ones that are Victorian, this one kind of has a great mid-century feel to it. I kind of think it's
kind of like vampire. It's like reading vampire kind of to me.
It does. It just, I was pulling things for the sale, and when I was sitting it all on the shelf behind me, it just kind of had a good look. And then I know that, you know, these are very collectible, and the fact that it's in such good condition, I thought we'd give it a try. So let's do a countdown of interest. If anyone is interested, it's just $20. Again, let's do the countdown on it. I couldn't, well, hold on a minute. I couldn't find that it was marked anywhere. I don't know where it's from. I do think that it is, I feel like it, oh God, there was one or two companies online.
Spider brooches.
What?
Spider brooches.
Oh yeah, that would look really
good.
Put
a bunch of spiders in there.
I cannot remember. I was also thinking some of your Halloween, right? Some of your Halloween could be put in there kind of on display. I forget where I saw that it was made from, and there was a couple companies, but I couldn't find the name on here to verify it. So they're kind of held in with pins, they're kind of tacked in. So let's do a countdown of interest. If anyone's interested, it's just $20. No damage on the 1950s jewelry box with the cherubs. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end again. Don't mind my fingerprints. There's no damage to it. It's in very good vintage condition. Some of them I found that they had glass in here, but then there was a lot that I found that didn't have anything around. That's just how it was held. So, all right, we'll get you going, Amy. How much is your next item?
All right, 14, Jason.
All right.
All right, now this isn't really Halloween, but I saw it and I was like, it would be really cool for Halloween. So it's this scaredy dog. Look at his face. Look at his face. Now, when I found it, I knew instantly, like, he needs a little, this is just one of those plastic spider rings. Like, who remembers getting these in like a cupcake or something?
Mm-hmm.
I have a bunch of these. So I knew I had to put something on his tail because the look of horror on this dog's face, like, oh my gosh, get it off. That would be the same look that I would have if I had a spider on my tail as well. It can come off. It's not It's not permanent on there, but I just thought it was a fun touch to put something back there that he's actually looking at. Now, what I can tell you about the dog figurine itself is not an easy to find one. It's made by Grinley Artware Pottery. I know that's not a name that's typically spoken about, but Grinley was pretty famous for their dog figurines in particular. And it was manufactured in Sebring, Ohio. They were in production from 1932 to 1952. I believe this particular dog is from the 40s. Okay. Earlier pottery is a little bit less detailed than a little bit later in production. I love the look on his face. And for the dog people, you're not into black cats and all that stuff. He can definitely work in a spooky display. I'm going to take the ring off so we can look at the dog a little bit better. He's in really good condition. There's no chipping. The brown that you're seeing is cold painted. And he I love the look on his face. He does have little freckles in here on his muzzle, and we'll turn him to the back. He does have some more spots here on the back side. Grinley typically doesn't mark their pottery. I've never seen one with a foil sticker or a stamping, actually. I just kind of recognize some of the pieces that are out there. There's like some hound dogs. Usually the hound dogs are more common. This guy just really doesn't come around very often. So measurement for him, he is 5 by 3 1/4. And I'm, of course, including the creepy spider to put on the end as well. Okay, I see Sandra's in at 25. Thank you so much. This is just how my brain works. When I see something, that's just how it is. All right, we're going to count it down. We're looking for 26 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, no.
He's scared you're going to feed him a pickle and peanut butter sandwich.
That's exactly right. That's me in dog form, and John is the spider.
Yeah, that's right. He's so scared.
All right, there's a bid in from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Sandra did have a just in case, but Sherry had a higher just in case. So Sherry, it's coming to you for 29. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. $5. You're going to get both of these. And I think I found this in with some ephemera, and I felt like I could save it. And only this time of the year would something like this, I think, fit. So you're going to get these two very weathered postcards. Okay. But let me explain to you what they are. So first of all, this is just a postcard. And does it say on the back where this one's from this space? No. So I could not identify where this spooky mansion was located. Okay. But you can see we do have some rips and tears. $5, you're getting both of these. If you wanted to pop this spooky little haunted mansion into your Halloween display, I think it would look fantastic, okay? So here is the back. It was never used. So for the $5, yes, there is some rips and a little tear on it, but I think it just has that spooky aesthetic look that you could just pop that in a flower frog, maybe add some of our other details with it. Thank you, Dusty. I thought these were too. So they're weathered just right that you really couldn't even mimic this, the wear and tear to it. So for the $5, you're getting them both, okay? So look at that spooky little tree back up in there. It's like
these would be great displayed with some cabinet cards, some creepy cabinet cards.
Absolutely. Like if you guys pull out the fake spider webs, put in like some lights, this would just look great tucked in there. And $5, you're getting them both. Now, this one is an early postcard.
I love the bending on that.
I do too. And it's original. It's the way I found it. It's got the full moon. This is actually a postcard. It is from South Kingston, London. It is actually the Imperial Institute. So you can see it stamped down there, okay? So the Imperial Institute in London, England, was this building was built at the end of the 1800s into the early 1900s, and it was the institute where they actually taught people. I had to write it down. I wanted to make sure they taught people the trade. So it was a study of trade. Apparently, over in England, thank you, always sunny, thrifting.
Kim, it looks like lightning.
It does. It does.
Awesome.
Like literally, as I was pulling stuff for this sale, I was going through some ephemera, and I got to this, and I was like, my God, you can't get more spooky Halloween than that. and it is a true place. I don't know if it still exists today. I couldn't do that much research, but it is marked down here that it is the Imperial Institute. It was part of a bigger university, and this building was built in the turn of the century to house students, to teach them the skill of trade, because they were afraid that other countries in the UK, like Germany and all these other countries, were starting to gain on Europe at that time. So in this building here, there would be school students, but it's cool, eerie. And there you can see the back. It is an older postcard. I believe the postcard could be 20s, I would say. It has a little bit of wear down there in the corner, but honestly, yeah, you look at that, it looks like one hell of a lightning storm going on. Cool. And you can kind of hear the howling and all that, spooky stuff going on. So you get them both. We're in at 6. Thank you so much. And then again, you're getting this one. It came with it. It was from the same estate. I don't know if that is another building that is from the UK or not, but I thought it had a look. So you get them both. So 7 or more. Let's count them down. It's just one of those things where you can't throw these out. They're so good for this time of the year. So 7 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You got to ask, how and why did this get so stretched? Like, did somebody carry this with them to remember this place and that was bending in the pocket? Like, what is how and why? I don't know. So it's going to you. Always Sunny Thrifting. Congratulations. I think you got the buy of the night. I'm just saying.
Vintage mysteries we'll never know.
True.
Love it. Okay. 16, Jason. All right. I do have another pair of salt and pepper shakers tonight. Hootie Hoo. I thought these guys were just the right amount of spooky. I mean, usually I go for the really kitschy cute owls, but these guys had kind of a spooky look to them. So I thought that they would be perfect for Halloween. And these date to the 40s. All right. And I'm going to show you each one individually. Now, there's no chipping to either one of them, but I will say the red is cold paint here at the bottom. There's a little spot of missing cold paint here at the base of this one. So one has a red base and one has a black base. So you could tell the salt and pepper apart. And no more cold paint up here on the head. That's all fired on. It's just the bases there. And I really like how they did the stylized for the feathers in this one. This one has 4 holes at the back, cork stopper. Okay. And then this one, the one with the black base, he looks slightly more angry than the other one. Cold painted as well at the base of this one. Now this one, the cork is there, but it's kind of up in there. You can get that out if you want to play the game where you can take some sort of sharp instrument and try and pull it back into position. Good luck with that. It's not an easy game to play. I usually lose at that game. But originally 39 cents stamped here on the bottom. I always love when ceramic pieces have those stamping there on the bottom. So it's in there. It's just up in the owl. But really good condition. There's a little bit of crazing. Oh, this one's got 3 holes on the top. Measurement for these guys, they're 5 1/4 by 2 by 2. All right, so they're not, they're on the taller side, but really cool, especially if you have like ephemera with owls or like a Halloween postcard with owls. I think that would look really cool. I also, like in my preview, I had displayed with like the owl noisemaker, that sort of thing. Okay, I see Kimmy is in at 17. Sherry, I saw your 16 as well. So we are looking for 18 or more on the spooky hootie hoots. And let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hootie hoo, bid end.
I think these are the best set of Halloween owl shakers I have seen in a long time. It's like he's sitting on blood.
Is
You
that
know?
what you see, Jason?
That's what I see. I don't know. Could be what StreamYard's done to me tonight. I don't know.
Well, there's some cat shakers that have these same bases like this, and they have kind
Right.
of really pointy, and there's deer that are the same style as these as well. All right, so bid end is in from Karen. Kimmy, unfortunately, your just in case did come in after the bid end. So with Sherry's just in case of 30 over Kimmy's 17, Sherry, these are coming to you for $18. Thank you so much.
Lisa, yes, you can. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. Let me write you down real quick because I put a little mark through it. So yes, Lisa, you can. Thank you so much. Let me get that.
And don't forget, you guys, we do have community share very soon. I think we're on our last round after this one. Yeah. So stick around.
Yeah,
for that.
I have two. Yes, I have two. So you have one. So
yeah.
Yep. Thank you, Lisa, and congratulations. I think that's a fun jewelry case. So the next one is going to start at $10. This is going to be for a crafter, okay? I only have parts of this book, okay? But I have two of the best parts. So it is $10. It is just parts to this epic book, okay? God, if I had this full book.
So good, Jason.
This is like an $800 book. But I have the cover, which was never cut or used, so $10. And then I have part of the put the hat on the pumpkin game. Okay, so I only have these two parts. So $10. That's what you're going to bid on. This was the cover. This was it was a party book from Whitman's, and it is from 1954. Okay, so all those pages would have had all those other pieces.
I have seen the inside of this completed book. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
But the cover is really fantastic.
And it is two-sided, so you were supposed to.
Oh my gosh!
You were supposed to go ahead and cut this out, and then it tells you that you were supposed to cut out and hang this up.
And then it's double-sided with the witch on one side, and wow, that's cool.
And back here you can see. So actually, truth be told, when I bought it, I thought I was getting the whole entire book. I was not. This is all I have. But you know what? I could see that frame.
Pretty good, though. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the cover I think is the best part, and the graphics on this are phenomenal, and they're the happier kind of Halloween that I love. Like, look at that owl, and you have the witch, and then the little kitty cat there. So, and this is a thicker, it is a thicker piece of paper or cardboard. And again, you're going to get hello, Peppermint Patty. Good to see you, friend. So you get the whole entire cover. So this measures 14.5 by 9.5. Again, it would have been a complete activity book from Whitman. And the fact that, you could just, honest to Pete, if you don't have the money or you don't want to buy the whole book, but you like the cover, $5. And then this is, the other $5, it's $10. So this, look at the graphics on there. I mean, the font. So this is, you're supposed to go ahead and you're supposed to put on the hat. They are missing, but somebody did go ahead and cut out around that jack-o'-lantern. So Joan Darby, I think this must have belonged to Joan Darby. These were hers. So go ahead and do a countdown of interest. It's just $10 if anybody wants to craft with it. I see Dana. Thank you so much, Dana, in at 10. So we're looking for 11 or more. God, StreamYard's messing with me. So let's go ahead and count it down. We're looking for 11 or more. This was one of the activities in the full book. So
I love the face on that pumpkin.
I do too. And part of it does glow, like whatever you want to call it, like a glow. It does sort of kind of have a glow to it. But again, if you can't afford the whole book, I think these are two of the best parts of it. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, it's from 54. Honest to Pete, the fact that they probably did the whole entire book and stored these, and thank God they did, because there is a few tiny little holes in there. I wonder if they put that up as decoration each year. So one or two tiny little pinholes in the black part there. So, all right. It's going to Dana. Thank you so much. There you are, Miss Amie.
All right, $10 for me, Jason.
All right.
Okay. I do have a little greeting card for my last round. And it is a niece card. However, I didn't pick it up because of that fact. It is a little Halloween paper doll card. So it says, this dolly needs some help. So could you help choose a Halloween costume you think she should use? So it does have a little doll that you can punch out. And then there's different costumes that also punch out. It is unused. So the first little, and it's perforated here, and you can see kind of right here, here's a little tab that you can fold it over. So the first little costume is the little witchy costume. So then you open it up, and then you can reveal she could dress as a witch or a tiger. That's fun. Or a colorful princess or gypsy. Which one? So there is the paper doll, and she does have the little stand here, so she can stand on her own. So you can punch out the little kitty costume as well. And there is the princess with the little crown. Try them all on her to see how they fit. Then pick out your favorite, and that'll be it. Happy Halloween. And so then the last costume is here on the back side, is the little gypsy costume. These are all super cute. This is an American Greetings card. It does date to 1962. 1962. So you could punch out the doll and then punch out all of, the little decorations. I think it would look cute framed. We were at an antique store a couple weeks ago, and they had in their booth paper dolls, the doll, and then some outfits that they liked the best, kind of framed all together. Yeah. And it looked really, really cute. So I think if, that would be a good thing if you didn't want to keep the card all together. I think it's pretty darn cute with all the little outfits. And it wasn't ever, written on or anything or gifted. So it's like new condition. But let's do a countdown on it. We are looking for 10, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
This is really fun. Look at that cat outfit.
All right. I see Lisa popped in there. She got it in there right before Karen's bid ends. So Lisa Shields, congratulations. It's yours. Thank you so much.
All right. My last round is going to be choice, and these are going to be $8 choice. Okay. I believe these are probably from the 60s, and they're in like new condition. Okay. So one of them is a little noisemaker. It does still work. This little guy, when I found examples of it, you could have put a little piece of string in there, and in this guy, you would have hung. So they are little blow molds. I don't know what these holes were meant for, except to let the noise come out and let the air move through the squeak hole, okay? The little hole up here, you could have put string in it, or it would have had original string, and then you would have hung it. I know these are very collectible. I sell these all the time in my shop. Folks love the happy little faces on them. Usually they are not this vibrant and in this good of condition. These are almost new old stock. If you put these under a black light, they glow literally like uranium, okay? So if you have a black light display, you don't have to worry about lighting these up. They're just going to light. Or you can even underlight these. They're so thin, so if you put them on a light base, they're going to really, really glow, okay? So Kimmy, I see you in at 8. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 9 or more. So this is going to be your first choice. And basically now he is just a little figurine. And I do believe these were made in the USA, because I sold a set of these still in their pack years ago, and I thought it said USA. So he measures about 4 by 3. So he is really good. And then this one, squeaker alert, what you do is you go,
oh,
and
that's
he
cute.
Squeaks. So he is just a little squeak toy, and that's the little squeak hole. Quite honestly, I don't know what these holes are for. All the examples I found, none of them had a handle. There'd be no way to have a handle unless somehow they wanted you to run a string through that so you could hang it somehow. I don't know what the hole is for, but right there's the little squeaker alert if you got dogs, or that's where the sound's coming from. So
I never imagined that's what a pumpkin would sound like.
Me neither. And the one I had before to sell, the squeak did not work. So these are like new condition, and I do believe these are from the late 50s, or they're probably 50s. Maybe they made them into the 60s like this.
I've seen just little pumpkin buckets with that same face on them too.
Yep. Yep. And I don't know who made it. And you can tell that this one has like a little bit of texture to it, kind of like some of the little pumpkin candy buckets do. So this one has more texture to it, kind of like the orange peel effect. This one is more smooth. So I'm sure that's coming through. You can see. So the same company, just different technique. So in the one with the squeak is 5 inches tall and 3 inches wide. So it's choice at $8. You can take 1 or 2. We're looking for 9 or more. So let's count these down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You can buy one and call him Trick and the other one's Treat. I don't know. I think they're just neat. And if I could find something in this good a condition that was Christmas, I would scarf it up, honest to Pete. So, all right, here's a tough decision. Kimmy, did you want 1 or 2? One is going to be called Squeak, and the other one's going to be called Hanging. Did you want to keep the family together, separate them? Let us know, Kimmy. What do you want to do, Kimmy?
And Kimmy, I got your email. Thank you for sending that.
So, Kimmy, you get choice at $8. Did you want Squeak or Hanging? You can take whichever one you want. We're just waiting to see that. And thank you guys for hanging with us through the issues with StreamYard. That one is Squeak. That one is Hanging. I didn't miss it, did I, Amy? I'm trying
No, I haven't seen it come in yet. No.
So, Kimmy, you get first choice at 8. This one is Squeak. I kind of like it, too. He's kind of got a crazy tall top hat on. And then this one is Hanging. So let me know which one you want. All right. All right. Thank you so much. We'll get us both back up here. Thank you so much, Kimmy. All right. Let me write you down for that.
Right. So, as a reminder, you guys, don't forget, if you haven't sent us your information, I will be doing my invoicing tomorrow as soon as I can get them done. So I will email everybody when your invoices are out there. And I do need to ship everything out 9 a.m. on Friday because then Mama Pam and I are going to Elkhorn for the weekend. So I want to get everybody's happy mail on the way before we leave town. So thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out with us tonight. And don't forget to email Jason if you want anything from him. He will be doing invoicing on Saturday. And now, you guys, we're going to move into our community share for Fantastic Finds. We have 2 shares tonight. So, Jason, I'll let you take it away.
All right. If you guys have anything that you deem a fantastic find, especially heading into the Christmas season, we have a few in the queue, but we can only keep doing this with your help. So if you have anything you want to share, please email it to us. We need pictures, we need your name, and we need a description of what the pictures are of so that we have at least a good jumping off point to get the discussion started. So email us to sharemyfinds@gmail.com. It is sharemyfindslive. Let's get it right, Jason. sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. So tonight we have 2 lovely ladies. The first one, Amy, I can't wait to get your reaction to this. We have Lady Corgi, and then stick around. Celeste is going to show us some epic pottery and how she flipped it. So, Lady Corgi, let's go ahead and pull the first one up. So, Amy, what do you think? I have some notes.
Ooh.
This is just part of Lady Corgi's collection. She collects Halloween crepe paper. She collects the napkins from Denison, Perkins American Tissue, and she collects them that they date from 1910 to 1950.
Yeah, these are fantastic. Oh, that napkin with the bat.
It's good.
1910.
I'm not familiar with Perkins. I don't know that I've ever had Perkins before. It's Perkins.
I've never had any Perkins, but I know of Perkins.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So there's photo number 1. So
party wear.
Okay. So then here,
wow.
Look at these.
Oh my God. Look at the imps.
Uh-huh.
Those
So good.
so good.
I mean, did some of this stuff, like even like, yeah. It
I mean, the
wasn't
fact that
supposed.
early 1900s Halloween paper products like are even around is
I
just
know.
fascinating.
I know. Oh,
Because
and
they
there's
were all
more.
meant to be just thrown away after your Halloween party.
There's more. Look
Oh
at
my.
the ghost coming out of the
Wow.
witch's brew.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, these are fantastic.
I mean, this is some of the best that I've seen, and I know up the strip from us at the Mad Hatter, you can find some of this, but it is not as good as this. This is old. This is early.
Wow.
This is early. So
Is Lady Corgi's probably not in our chat tonight, but
no.
oh man, these are amazing. I'm curious to know how these are displayed.
Me too.
Now, a lot of people frame these kind of very fragile crepe paper pieces, like they're framed and stuff like that, but I wonder how they're displayed.
I know that this is the way the pictures were sent, so there's not much.
The napkins are everything.
And I love that the napkins, when they open up, they show a display. You know, they show more of a scene than they're not just one dimensional.
Yeah.
Look at that witch with the moon, and then the crazy. I mean, the way they viewed Halloween back then with the human features, like to the jack-o'-lantern running there, like definitely not what we see for Halloween today. So, thank you, Lady Corgi.
Thank you for sharing that. Those are so cool to see. Thank you.
Gang, if we have any folks that enjoy mid-century, okay, you're going to want to really hang on here and see what Celeste with an S was actually able to find and then flip. She purchased what I'm going to show you. And Amie, you're familiar with this pattern. I know you are. I can't believe it. And it's also in Celeste, I got to say, you had some really unique pieces to this pattern. So, Amie, I know you're more than familiar with the Franciscan Starburst pattern. I know you're familiar with this pattern.
I don't see it very often, but yes.
No, I know. And she purchased what I'm about to show you for a whopping. I'm trying to build suspense. If you didn't know that. So this is me building suspense. So she bought what I'm going to show you for $27. And do you want to know what she sold it for? Before I even show it to you, she bought it for $27.
Any piece of Franciscan Starburst that's a great deal of $27.
She sold it for a combined amount of $2,300.
Oh, Macy's agreed.
See, look, Macy's even raising the roof. Some of these pieces I have never.
These pieces for $27.
Yeah, some of these I've never seen before. Like Celeste, I'm in awe of you right now. Congratulations! This was
well. I know just picking out something. The butter dish usually sells like for $150 by itself.
Yeah.
Wow. All the spoon rests, and the moon dishes. I've never seen the moon dishes in person.
I have to wonder, and Celeste, I don't know if you can tell us in the chat, was it because I know around here in Pennsylvania, okay, back in the 90s, a lot of folks used to go to the fire halls, and back in the 50s, the fire halls would buy the jadeite because it was dirt cheap. And then that's what they would serve at their parties when people would rent it. So when Fire King became popular, a lot of the collectors went out to the fire halls and said, hey, let me buy your whole kitchen of jadeite restaurant ware, and I will replace it with like modern day Buffalo, or Syracuse or whatever kitchenware you want. And then they would go sell the jadeite. Some of these pieces to me look like it would have been used in a catering you know what I mean? Like maybe back in the day, somebody had parties. Like a lot of these pieces are hard, but a lot of them would be party pieces. Celeste, do you know if that's where it came from? That was just as a reseller, that would be my curiosity. I would say, okay, with the spoon rests and things, I wonder if it was, somebody who catered and used these pieces along with the moon dishes and stuff like that.
So if I counted correctly, there's 45 pieces there.
Mhm.
If I counted them correctly, for 27, that makes them 60 cents a piece.
It's mind blowing.
Wow.
I
That's so
searched that
cool.
same thrift store for a week searching for the plates, but never found them. I'm unsure. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. All right. It's weird. It's weird how this stuff all kind of ends up, because I know we have a dealer who's retired from Goodwill. And when things get donated to Goodwill, it goes to a distribution area, most of it. They're allowed to keep these things called Gaylords, and they can fill them up so much, and then they keep like the first one for the day. And then after that, the rest have to go on the truck, and then it goes to a central warehouse. Then it gets distributed. So that's how a lot of this stuff gets separated, because then it ends up at a distribution center, and then how those dishes could end up, I don't know, for Pennsylvania's sake, the dishes could end up outside of Philadelphia, and then this kind of stuff could end up here in Lancaster. So that's awesome. That's awesome.
Amazing score, Celeste. Like, mind blown. That's so cool.
Literally, our thrift stores like to split up pieces between some. Isn't that crazy, Becky? It's sad. It's sad. Like, I don't know. I guess it depends how your perspective is. I had a man drive down 4 hours to purchase them. Okay. But I kept, all right, Celeste, that's awesome.
Amazing.
Hey,
Amazing.
Congratulations. And guys, that's something else that we can do too. As we evolve this fantastic finds, if you guys do resell and you sell something, send that to us. That is just as much a fantastic find to see what you bought and resold as it is your collection. So as this morphs forward, that's something else we can do too. So, and
I was happy I
congratulations.
found a piece of that for $10, but you beat me, Celeste.
I got to tell you, look, in my store, I've had people have it, dealers bring it in, and then I've sold it for them. I don't know that I've ever personally flipped a piece of that. Maybe one time.
I used to see a piece every once in a while, but I very rarely see it anymore. And if I do, I film it if I'm somewhere because it's cool to see. Yeah. But that was epic.
So, all right, guys. And thank you so much for the wish, Karen. I appreciate that. Amie, where can the folks find you at next besides Elkhorn?
Yeah, if anybody's coming to Elkhorn, I know Janine, who was in the chat earlier, is coming. If anybody else is coming to Elkhorn, say hi to Mama Pam and I, or if you're coming to the show. I'll be back next Wednesday for Fantastic Finds. So probably some fresh picks from the road and from Springfield will be coming next week. And happy birthday, Jason, tomorrow.
Guys, I'll be back Monday night with Tina for Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday. It'll be a mix of antiques and vintage. We are going to have some things that can be used in your Halloween, and I don't know what else. And then Fantastic Finds with Amie next Wednesday. And then come over to Instagram, the fellas, on next Friday. Next Friday, we're going to be doing the Valentinos. We're going to be doing Falloween. So it'll be fall and Halloween things. So tomorrow is my birthday. Tomorrow, I turn 45 years old. I know to some of you, I'm a baby. Some of you think, good Lord, you're an old man. But I have to tell you that when I was diagnosed with my liver failing, I never thought that I was going to make it to 40. So it is a miracle that I made it to 45. So with 102 of you here, I ask one thing. There's one thing that I want for my birthday, okay? If you guys are not an organ donor, please consider becoming one. I'm not going to push it on you. I'm not going to tell you that it's right or wrong. But I'm going to say to you that I would not have made it to 45 if I would not have received a full liver. I was not eligible for a living donor. Some people can get a partial liver. The liver is the only organ that can regenerate itself. So if you can be a living donor, that's even better because they can remove part of your liver, transplant it into somebody else, and then yours will grow back to the size that you need, and the new person can grow to the size that they need. So one more time for my birthday, I would only ask that you guys please consider being an organ donor. And if you are, I say thank you so much because you're physically watching what happens to somebody who receives it. If you are one, again, thank you so much. But then I do ask then for a gift, if you are one, to maybe ask somebody tomorrow, a month, maybe a year from now. Just ask somebody else to consider being an organ donor. It's the only thing that I can think that I was given the gift to make it to 45 is that maybe if I can put the word out on these live sales to the 100, the 150 people that show up, maybe that helps one or two more people live, and then those one or two more people can ask somebody else to be an organ donor, and then that's how we can just try to ask and help people live a healthy life. Okay, so thank you guys for the well wishes. Lord, I can't believe I made it to 45. And please, if you're not an organ donor, please become one or ask somebody. So with that said, Amie, thank you so much for hanging out with and being part of this fun show every Wednesday night. So we will see you later, and I'll see you back here Monday night. Oh, God, with Tina. Okay. All right. Till then, good night, everybody.
Good
Have
night,
a good
guys. Thank you so
safe
much.
weekend.